Surprise!
Surprise!
Valley Talk surprise
It's
episode.
me. Hello. Welcome to the
Oh,
2024 rebrand. This is me. This is me from now on.
doesn't it look so? I mean, I think you've never looked better.
Honestly, I feel like who needs a camera when you got your stick figure?
Yeah, it's
That's
so good. So
it's
good.
so it's so great. The white headphones really
Oh, wow. Okay. All jokes
commissioned by
aside,
Bree. Thank you
there's
so much.
there's Kay. Camera's working. We're good. Welcome to episode 10 of Valley Talk.
Welcome in.
We're here. We have a lot to talk about. I don't know how we have a lot to talk about, considering I feel like we just talked about so much, like
We
hours and
did.
hours of talking. And then
Yeah,
there's
we
even
talked
more.
for so long.
So, but, this is what, sorry.
Hello.
This is what Game Loft does. They
They love
just,
to bless us.
they really do. Valley
Here's some more
Talk
content.
specifically.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
super excited. The survey, there's actually lots of drama happening as well.
Survey, drama. We're going to get into literally all of it tonight.
Yes.
And we're not going to hold back. We're just
No.
going to say, I don't know if we ever have,
Do
but
we?
tonight,
Yeah.
everything, we're going to talk about it all. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Hopefully Kay's camera works this time. We're good.
In the event that it doesn't, I always have my stick figure, so
We'll
I'm
just go
really not
back.
concerned at
We'll-
all. Yeah,
yeah.
we'll just go back and it'll be great.
Lady Febs, thank you for the 1 year. A year went by fast. Thank you for the entertainment and cozy gameplay. Thank you so much. And Bree, thank you for the super chat. I love you both. I'm dying. Thank you for the drawing, Bree.
Yes, really,
It's
truly,
really-
it's
it's
a
really
work
great.
of art. Yeah.
Sorry, by the way, that I have to use chapstick so often. When I talk so much, it's like
Yeah.
my
It
lips get
disappears.
so chapped. So like
I've got my Vaseline.
the
So don't-
podcast is just constant.
Yeah.
Constant chapstick. Okay. Do we start with the good news first or the bad news first? Like
Oh.
they're so opposite end of the spectrum. Like
This is true.
I kind of feel like we start with the bad thing.
Yeah,
And then
bad
we
first,
end
good.
on the good thing.
Yeah, I feel like that's always a good rule of thumb.
Yeah. Little
Yeah.
Flower, thank you for the 6 months. Yay, 6 months. Excited for this Valley Talk. Thank you for being here. All right.
Uh-huh.
There's always something. There's
Always something going on.
So, as always, this is going to be all over the place because that's just how our podcast goes.
Kind of how we do things.
And I wouldn't say this is necessarily bad news. It's just like people have very strong opinions about it.
Mhm.
I don't know if mine is necessarily as strong, but I do have an opinion. And yeah, I think people do get kind of upset about it. So, if you don't know, people are calling it a duplication glitch. And I was just talking to Kay before the podcast, and I don't even think this is a glitch. I think it's an exploit of the game.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, to me, everyone is also comparing it to Scrooge resetting. And I get it, but also they're not on the same level to me.
They're a little bit
Do
different.
I think that both of them are exploits? Yes. Do I think that one is worse than the other? Yes, by far. Okay, so there is a duplication exploit, and I don't know the ins and outs of it because I don't care to research it because I'm not partaking.
Yeah.
We're basically using the multiplayer feature. You can go to someone else's valley, and at the end of the day, you end up duplicating your items. And I was also telling Kay about this. I think it's similar to in Dinkum, where if you travel to someone else's, what's it called in Dinkum? An island?
Yeah.
In multiplayer, you dropped all your stuff, and then you closed your game and you didn't save. When you loaded back into the game, you would have all of your stuff. but that other person on their island, they would also have all of their stuff. So then
Mhm.
you could either travel back to their island and get, so you would have double the stuff, or
Yeah.
they could keep the stuff and you could keep the stuff. And I think this is very similar to that. So people are using this to endlessly duplicate resources.
Yeah.
And I I have such a hard time talking about it because I do in a way kind of feel hypocritical about it.
Why?
Because my opinion on it is so different than my opinion in Animal Crossing.
Mhm.
And I
But
I
I think there's
don't
a
know
reason.
I don't know fully why though. Like in Animal Crossing, I didn't start using treasure islands or getting items that way for quite a while into my what felt like a while because we were stuck inside playing endless hours of Animal Crossing for so long. So I had already like experienced the full game by the time I started diving into like
Mhm.
treasure islands and decorating that way. As
Mhm.
opposed to Dreamlight Valley, where this game is nowhere close to even being done. Like there isn't,
It's still the beginning,
it's the
honestly.
very beginning. And
Yeah.
we're going to continue to talk about it, but I just want to encourage y'all to think long and hard about whether this is something that you actually want to participate in because at the end of the day, I think there is a strong possibility that if you do participate, it's going to ruin your experience with the game.
Mhm.
That is my number one opinion. I think that a lot of people are really trying to like speed run this and like get all of these things to hoard all these materials and craft all these things. And that's great. And I get it. Trust me, I have used like in Dinkum, I've used the dev command mode to get all of the items, to
Mhm.
get all the stuff, but I don't know if
Then
y'all
you
can
have all the items
tell. Am
and
I
all the
playing
stuff.
Dinkum right now? No.
Mhm.
Am I
Yep.
playing much Animal Crossing right now? No.
Right.
What am I wanting to play all the time because I don't have all the stuff? Dreamlight
Yeah.
Valley.
Yeah.
So I personally think you should think about it before you decide to participate.
Yeah.
That first and foremost. So what are your just general thoughts? And we'll continue to talk about it.
So yeah, for me, I completely agree. I am more of a person that says play however you want to play. It's your game. You do what you want to do. But I 100% think the same as you that for maybe not everybody, but for majority of people, if you play in that way, don't don't pop up in some streams down the way and then say you're bored with DDV because you're bored with DDV because you've gotten everything there is to get. The reason why games like Disney Dreamlight Valley and Animal Crossing, and especially a lot of farm sims, have this grinding aspect to it is to keep you going and doing and working towards something. When you don't have a goal or something to do in games like these, you just don't play. Like, there's no what else is there for you to do?
Right.
It's the same thing as like running out of quests, right? Like once you've run out of quests, your entire valley is decorated, there's nothing left to do. Well, if you have all of the resources you need, you've crafted every single thing in the game, you have $100 million and boxes filled with stone, and there's you just don't have a lot, you won't have a lot left to look forward to, and that takes a lot of excitement away from the game. And another thing I don't think a lot of people realize too is that it also affects the future expansion packs, right? Like when you have a quest and you need, let's say another mini quest rolls around and you need 200 clay. Okay, well, if you have 4,000 clay, you're just gonna run home, go to your storage, pick the clay up, bring it down. You're done with the quest. You're done. They're like it's just removing a lot of those aspects that make you have to work towards something and look forward to something. And that's the part that, just like you said, I think people need to be aware of. Like again, if that's what you choose to do, that's your business. It's your game. But I do think it's gonna run the fun.
I agree. And
Mhm.
I see people in the chat mentioning the Scrooge resetting. And I'm sure y'all know that I have done Scrooge resetting. I don't really do it anymore because I don't feel like I need to
Mhm.
for reasons, you know? I just,
Mhm.
it's kind of rare that I find anything new in my Scrooge store. So it's not even worth it to me
Yeah.
to Scrooge reset. But I feel like they're different because when you're Scrooge resetting, yes, you're still using an exploit technically, but there's still like this chance
Grind.
aspect. There's like a gambling aspect to it, as
Mhm.
opposed to the duplication thing. Like when you do it, you know you're going to get double the items
Yeah.
over and over and over and over.
Mhm.
Furniture and clothing is also something that you don't have to grind for. You're not like using it for quests. Like it's just strictly for decorating.
Yeah.
So they're just different to me. Whether that makes me a hypocrite or not, I don't know.
I don't
But
think it makes you a hypocrite because the thing about Scrooge resetting is not a guarantee. Like
right.
we were talking with Jade Miss Gaming here on YouTube. If you guys aren't familiar, Jade streams here on YouTube a lot of DDV, and Jade was talking about how one time she resetted over 100 times to find something and still didn't find it. I think it was like the Tangled, crafting table or whatever.
Hmm.
So there's still this chance that you could reset and not find what you're looking for or even find anything good. I've resetted 50 times and haven't found anything that I really wanted or didn't have or anything rare. So the difference between the Scrooge reset and this duplication glitch is that one is guaranteed and another is not. So there's still a grind aspect to resetting Scrooge's shop. And there's still a fun aspect to that. Like I feel like the duplication glitch is a mind numbing go and do and you're done. And the other thing too, I think it depends on how you play your game. If you're someone who solely maybe just decorates, like you don't quest in DDV, your only interest in the game is to decorate and tear builds down and rebuild them up and all of that, then maybe this duplication glitch is great for you because again, you're not interested in actual gameplay or anything like that. You just need all the resources that you can hold in order to decorate endlessly. I guess I could see that. But for anybody who's actually interested in playing the game, don't be shocked when you're bored because I've played
Hmm.
many, many games. And as soon as I get to the point to where there's no longer that grind, I'm just not playing anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it's just natural, like human nature, kind of.
Yeah. And here is my second issue. And okay, so I also have the same sentiment in regard to play the game however you want to play the game. It's yours. You bought it. I don't
Mhm.
care. However, in addition to this, the duplication exploit impacts the game as a whole, in my opinion, and other players who want to participate in multiplayer because I am no longer trading with
Mhm.
people. And like that's a personal decision for me, but like I want to grind for all of my stuff, all my materials. I want to know that they are legitimate and not necessarily like that I'm worried that like the pixels are going to like break my game or something. I'm not worried about
Mhm.
that, but like I feel different about the fact that like if you were to bring me 20 clay that you found that I needed for something that I knew that you worked for, so you were
Mhm.
like there's this feeling of like you losing out by
Yeah.
giving to me,
Mhm.
that just feels different to me. And
Yeah.
like for whatever reason, I want my Dreamlight Valley experience to be completely vanilla. I don't want I don't want taint I keep calling it tainted
Yeah.
items. I don't want tainted items. So like yeah, Billy has brought me pumpkins before that she
Mhm.
earned legitimately. And
Yeah.
like I think that some people still don't agree with me like getting pumpkins and getting money from people, so I don't know if I'll even do that anymore, but like having someone earn it feels different to me than someone just going over there duplicating a ton of stuff and bringing it to me. And
Yeah.
again, I have gone to treasure islands in Animal Crossing. Like I've had that play experience
Yeah.
and I don't have any issue with people doing it, but it felt different to me because I have experienced this in Animal Crossing where we all started going to treasure islands, we all had everything, and then we weren't playing Animal Crossing anymore. We were playing an Animal Crossing design simulator, which is fine,
Mhm.
and that's what I wanted to do at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually experiencing the game. And Dreamlight Valley has so much more to experience as far as like where it is in its life cycle, how much they're updating it. Like Animal Crossing told us, hey, we're not updating this anymore. Okay, I'll just design. Like I have to find ways to keep playing this, and like
Yeah.
obtaining the items in an easy fashion was a good way to do that. But I
Mhm.
don't think it's the same for this right now. And I think with everyone who is participating in the duplication glitch, just like giving out stuff, it's essentially ruining the multiplayer economy in Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's a hot take, but I think it's going to
Yeah.
be ruined and no one's going to have to grind for anything anymore if everyone's just duplicating everything.
Yeah, I mean it's a good point, and I do think that, like, again, I have to reiterate, you play your game how you want, but like I also am like, if I need a resource, I have no problem getting a resource from someone, but I don't want 100,000 million of it, right? Like I don't need like stacks and stacks and stacks. Like I want just enough to maybe get by for something I might need in an emergency, but not enough to that I just never have to grind for this resource again. And let's be honest, like maybe this is a personal opinion, but do you really feel like DDV is that much of a grind? Like I feel like DDV, like there are some aspects about it that it can be grindy. Don't get me wrong. Like there are times where you have to fish for a couple hours to complete a star path duty or something like that. But like in general, if you need a resource, you can spend an hour or two running around your valley collecting up that resource and you'll have a good amount for whatever you need. So I just like don't feel like it's grindy to the point to where you need to have a treasure island or to be doing a duplication glitch. Like, are we just doing things because we can now? Like somebody saw it and they're just like, well, now that we can do it, let's just, blow it out of the water. Like, I don't know. To me, I'm going to play and I will not touch the duplication glitch. Don't need to, don't want to. I just don't want it to affect my gameplay in any type of way. And I don't want it to make DDV boring for me. So everybody, you need to do what you need to do. But for me, I have no desire. I have no desire. I like DDV as it is, and I like the grind as it is. And again, if I need resources, it's cool that I can get them if I need them. But in general, it's not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
Like it's not that deep.
Yeah. And
But I mean, yeah.
and in addition to this duplication glitch exploit, whatever y'all want to call it, whatever it is. I don't think, because I don't remember if I was streaming or what, people have asked me, do you think that people can get in trouble for doing it? I don't think that this is technically against terms of service. So that you have to think about the terms of service for the game. You know that long thing that you see at the beginning where it's like all those words that we never ever read? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, games have a terms of service, especially when you're going online and you're supposed to follow the terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is necessarily against it because I think you could claim that you didn't know what you were doing. However, there are mods going around for the game, and that is 100% against terms of service. And I would strongly caution you, if you are doing any kind of modding in this game, to, I don't know, I would strongly caution you to rethink it, or I don't know what, because
Maybe I'm a wuss, but I would never.
because
I would never.
I have heard stories about Gameloft deleting accounts. Like if they find out, your account will be gone. And
Could
to
you imagine
me,
your account being deleted?
yeah, no.
I would be so devastated.
Oh, I would, like, if anything ever happened in my valley, I would not.
There's no coming back.
Play.
I just don't think I could come back. Honestly, I think I might actually buy a
sad.
plot somewhere and it would say K's DDB save, and I'd visit it once a week and put flowers there. Like, I would be so devastated.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not messing with that. I really don't feel like DDB needs it. Like when I heard there was a treasure island, I said, a treasure who?
Okay, yes. Let's talk about that too. There's also talk about, and I will also say that I have not been watching videos about this stuff. I'm just kind of hearing like the talk about it because I haven't been watching that kind of content because I really don't care to know about
Mhm.
it because I know that I'm not going to participate in the modding or the treasure islands or the whatever. So all I've seen is like people talking about it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Apparently, people are also charging for items. So they're either modding them in or they're doing the duplication glitch or whatever they're doing to obtain them. And then they're selling them for real money, which is also very against terms of service. And I do think if Game Loft were to find out that they would do something about it, as opposed to Nintendo, who clearly didn't care about that kind of thing, or was just like got out of control that they felt like they couldn't do anything.
Listen, I feel like clip this and send it to all of your DDV friends. Don't pay anyone for resources in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Don't pay it. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm missing something, but there is literally no reason at all, if you play games, that you cannot get the resources that you need by either grinding or visiting a friend. But you don't pay. I'm talking about, people are talking like 30, $40,
A lot.
real in life dollars that you could use to buy a whole nother game, an expansion pack, if you will. And you're paying that so somebody can give you money, in-game money, or somebody can give you iron. No, please don't. That is a scam and one of the worst that I've heard. Like, that's just terrible. Like, please don't waste your money on something like that. Like, that's actually crazy. There are apparently like pages and just like, it's common. I didn't even realize it was this common. Like, it's a thing.
I had no idea that any of this was going on
Yeah.
until very, very recently. I feel so out of touch
Yeah.
with
I was
what's
shocked.
going on. I was clueless. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No
Literally.
idea.
I was blown
Yeah, buy
away.
moonstones instead. If you wanna spend money like that,
Oh God.
buy the
Oh.
moonstones.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Christoph sells
Like,
resources every day at his stall
like, did
10
you
coins
see
or whatever.
on Cero's video, he said people were paying for coins? They were paying for
No,
star
what?
coins. Yes, they were paying money for someone to give them star coins.
In
He even
what
mentioned,
way? Like
like,
pumpkins?
yes, with pumpkins. Like, I guess they would give them a bunch of pumpkins that they could then sell for. I'm like, you can just farm. I feel like I feel like sometimes I'm just like, am I that mom that's just like not up to date or hip on what the cool kids are doing these days, and I'm just unaware because, like, am I missing something? Why would you do that? I
I
can't.
don't
He even
know.
said something about needing I don't know exactly the context, but I remember at the end of the video, he said something about people sharing their usernames and passwords so that they could, like,
Don't do that. Y'all do
don't
not
do
do
that.
that.
Do not do
Look,
that.
if y'all need resources or money or whatever, I promise you, just join the Discord, mine or Kay's, and people will be willing to help you out. Like,
Yeah.
legitimately, for real, help you out. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like, again, maybe I'm a hypocrite. I don't know. But, for example, like, we talked about this before we went live. In Animal Crossing, it's a real-time game, just like Dreamlight Valley. You had your one day.
Mm-hmm.
The difference was in Animal Crossing, not that I'm saying that paying for items in Animal Crossing is fine. There are definitely, I don't know how I feel. Okay. There's issues in with all of it, okay? In Animal Crossing, you had your 6 rocks with resources and you had your however many trees you had on your island. That was all the resources that you got for the day.
Yeah.
You chopped them, you got your rocks. You could go to Nook Mile Islands, but if you were playing legitimately
Mm-hmm.
and trying to earn those Nook Miles to go to those islands, you weren't going to many islands during a day because it took a lot of
Right.
time to do that. There was a very much a limitation how many resources you could get in Animal Crossing.
Which is
As
the biggest
opposed to
difference.
Dreamlight Valley where it's inlet. Like you go one loop around the valley, all your rocks are back.
Yeah,
And you
literally
just go again.
Go from the Frosted Heights down to the glade and back around, and everything will have respawned
Plant
by
your
the time you
pumpkins at
wrap
the
around.
beginning and water them. Go around.
If you're really short on time, just leave your game running. Plant your
Yeah.
pumpkins and literally walk away. It will have rained twice. The pumpkins will be all grown in. You can pick them up and sell. Like, I just, again, Animal Crossing, I get because you have that limitation. Just like you said, you either have to travel and then use Nook Mile tickets, which I'm not that familiar, but I know they weren't like cheap, and then
2,000
you have,
miles per ticket.
yeah, so like that's a grind in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just had to be fine with mining up the set amount of rocks you had for the day, and you just had to literally wait until the next day unless you're gonna like time travel or whatever. So it's like, yeah, it's a little different there versus things are constantly respawning in DDV, and it's not even a lengthy amount of time. Like we're talking about maybe 3 to 5 minutes between a spawn. Like I haven't timed it, but it's not that long. So it's just interesting to me. The whole thing is just so interesting to me.
Yeah. Saber Bouquet says, would a DDV Nookazon type site be a fix? Are you familiar with Nookazon? You know
Yeah,
what
it's
that
like
is?
it's like an Amazon, not an Amazon, but it's like a shoppable site where you
Yeah.
can pay.
Now,
Yeah, okay.
Animal Crossing's a little bit different because you can trade furniture and stuff. So
Okay.
Nookazon wasn't paying real money.
It was
Nookazon
the
was
in-game
in
money, right?
game. Like you
Yeah.
could, yeah, someone could charge however much in game currency for
Hmm.
an item, or they could just give it for free, trade with each other, whatever.
Oh, cool.
I I don't know if that okay, I don't know the person or the people who are doing this. I don't know who is going out and like spending real money on resources because really the multiplayer sections of my Discord, I was just looking today, are not super active of like people looking for resources or anything like that. So I'm just not sure who this is that's doing it. So I don't think a Nookazon would fix it because I don't think there are enough people who need these resources. If I'm being perfectly honest,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just like some fake thing that's not, it's not fake. Obviously, people are doing it, but like I think the pool of people who are doing this is so small, and maybe it's
Hmm.
like being blown out of proportion,
Yeah.
or I think the duplication thing a lot more people are doing because that's just a free way for them to get more stuff.
Well,
But the
my thing too is like,
purchasing,
yeah, the purchasing is insane. But like, do you feel like it's ruining the multiplayer feature? Like you are taking advantage of the multiplayer feature, but like in a sense, if everybody does this, there's no need to visit friends. There's no need to trade resources. There's like the whole point of having multiplayer in this way was so that if you needed a resource, you could just pop over and somebody give you 50 of something, or whatever you need. Like with everybody just duplicating everything and then you have a million of everything, it's just kind of like then you'll just never, you don't have a reason to really visit unless you're shopping someone's store. I mean, more
right.
features will come to multiplayer, so of course that will change, but I don't know, I just think that it kind of like also defeats, you're using multiplayer in a way that defeats the purpose of multiplayer. I don't know. Again, it's a very personal opinion. And again, it's not coming from a place where we're trying to tell people how they should play their games or how they should interact when it comes to multiplayer. But I don't know. For me, I think it really does take the fun out of things.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sure we'll come back to this. But while we're on controversial topics, and Little Flower brought it up, have you seen all of this stuff about people stealing items?
I
And what it,
literally,
okay, unpopular opinion.
mhm.
Okay, I don't know who this is happening to, if I'm being honest. This is
Mhm.
another thing where I'm just like, I think this stealing of stuff is getting blown out of proportion, if I'm being honest. Like,
I don't think it
I don't,
happens that often.
how could it, I mean, I understand that people could come over and like take the food off the table, or if you have like gyms outside or something, or if you take them into your house and you got gym, but you know who's coming over. And look, if someone comes over and they start stealing your stuff, close your game.
Yeah, I think
Follow them
so.
around if you don't
Yeah.
trust them and close out your game. Don't let them
Well,
steal your stuff.
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
about
at
to get
this
heated.
point,
I'm about to get heated.
shut it down.
Do
No,
not let them steal your stuff.
yeah.
clearly we know if you close the game out, you're going to have all your stuff back.
I think what's happening is that people aren't paying attention to who's at. So here's what's happening. This is what I think is happening. I've never had anything stolen from me yet, but this is what I imagine is
I'm
happening.
going to come steal your stuff.
People are literally linking up with other people in Discord, online, whatever, people they don't know. And these people are preying on them and saying, yeah, I'll come visit, blah, 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 blah. And they're showing them around and they've got stuff on the ground or stuff in their house. And like these people are they're just entrusting them to be good people. So they're not really paying attention. The thing about multiplayer, and I would really not invite anybody over unless you like, you're okay with either something getting stolen or the fact that hopefully they're a good person, because at this point you can report somebody if you take a screenshot fast enough. But the reality is, like, if somebody steals something even right before your eyes, there's nothing you can do about it. It's gone. They're not giving it back. You can't like run up to their character and say, give me my, like, that's gone. So like
but close it, and that's the only thing that's gone.
And then block them and then report them as well.
And if they're in my Discord, you better be telling me.
Yes, please do, because they'll be banned immediately. But I think it's interesting, Kato, because I was streaming the other day and I don't know who this person was. I don't know whether their intentions were good or bad, but I was streaming and I had somebody coming over to get an item out of my shop. And I said, I'm just going to put the code on screen. Do not come over unless you ask. And I've said, it's okay. Like, nobody else come over. And so like, as soon as me and the other player go start running off to my store, I just so happen to look in the corner because it doesn't give you like a sound or anything. Like, so if you're not paying attention, you might actually miss it saying somebody's popping into your valley. Mm-hmm. And I see that somebody is coming over. So I stopped and I turned back around and I ran back to my visit station. I said, who is this? And I said, don't come over here. Like, and then immediately it canceled. And I think that they were trying to kind of sneak over while I was in my shop, and they would run around and maybe try to pick stuff up off the ground or whatever. And again, I'm not saying that was this person's intention. They may have just been trying to come over to hang out, but I can totally see if people are sharing their codes, because I've seen people post their codes on my live stream. Like, somebody can just pop over while you're not paying attention. You left your Valley visit station open and they just steal your stuff. Like, you got to be, again, like, it's multiplayer.
Obviously, the person at fault is the one who's stealing the stuff. Like, yes, I get it. But also, I think it needs to be a little bit of like, if you shared it on stream, you know that there's a risk of someone coming over that you didn't say could come over. Like, should they have? Absolutely not. But it's just a risk that you're taking, hoping that everyone's going to follow the rules. Mm-hmm. I know if I put my code on stream, someone's coming over that shouldn't be coming over.
Right.
At the end of the day. If I post it in Discord, someone's coming over that shouldn't be coming over, that I didn't say to come over.
Especially
whether they're going to take something or not, I don't know. But like, I would be, if they did, I would be like, okay, that's on me. I shouldn't have done that. Like, I should hide it.
Right.
And so I just feel like if you're doing that, I just don't, I'm not seeing where this is happening on a grand scale of like,
I don't think
everything's getting, and like, how much stuff do y'all have just like laying out and about that people are taking?
I think what's happening is they're taking them in their house, which is the issue.
Don't do that. You cannot let them go in your house.
No, like if you go in your house, my storage rooms are a gold mine of stuff. So you could just take stuff right off the top of the table. So again, you have to remember.
But it would just be like one of each item.
It would, unless you drop a stack, and then that's also not very smart. Don't drop a stack and put it on the table. But
this is just going to be us telling you what not to do.
Not to do. I literally mentioned this. I mentioned this in my multiplayer video that I posted on my channel. I was like, because I could already see it. I'm like, when I realized you can pick stuff up the ground, I'm like, don't put anything on the ground. Don't take people you don't trust into your house. Like, not into these area where all your valuable stuff is at. Now you got to remember, some of these people do not keep their stuff in chests. Like, I'm an organized person in my valley, but there's a lot of people who have stacks and stacks of stuff just on the ground. Like, that's just how they play. I don't play like that, but I know other people play like that. And again, I don't think this is happening on a grand, like, I don't think it's happening to a lot of people, but you have to remember, it's people online are not your friends. people that you don't know, especially online, are not your friends. Like if they can, we're friends.
Okay.
But literally everybody else, like you have to be
No one else.
cautious. Nobody else. That's it. But I also think about this too, because I mentioned this and everybody was like, well, we need more features with multiplayer. We need this, we need that. And I'm like, I think this is exactly why DDV released multiplayer the way that they did. And this is why they're going to continue to make adjustments, because they know that there is a risk with introducing online multiplayer visits and people coming to your valley. This is why they didn't give you access to everything like mining. Like imagine if someone takes you all the way across your valley and they just start mining all your stuff and stealing all this different stuff. Like, yeah, it's going to be a problem. And you have to travel all the way back to your station to try to kick them out. So they're probably going to implement some type of way that's even better than just reporting to, report people. But this is why they're releasing it, so they can make changes and updates and, because stuff like this is going to happen anytime you go online with people. This is stuff that happens.
Yeah. Well, and I'm assuming if / when they add those features, they'll have some kind of like way to best friend someone, or like only allow certain people to mine and garden and whatever else. Because,
like Amelia.
Yeah, because you can't just have everyone coming over and doing. I would just say, when it comes to multiplayer, proceed with caution. I would say, for the most part, like if you're in a if you're in a community, if you're in a community like on Discord, something like that, you're probably a lot less likely that something like this is going to happen to you. Like if you're over on Reddit and you're just giving out your code to,
if you're on Facebook,
Susie Sue down the street, like I don't know what to tell you, but
it's not happening.
Okay, I had the mouse in the wrong spot. I didn't know you could see it. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just think that I'm not shocked by it at all, because people steal. That's what people do. Yeah. So to me, it wasn't like, oh my God, people are stealing. But it is like, make sure you protect your valley. And especially moving forward as multiplayer grows, just be smart about, because again, DDV didn't intend for multiplayer. Like, we're creators and we're all in a community of people who love playing this game. But DDV didn't necessarily introduce this so that you can share it in Discord channels and, use it in the way that we're using it. Like, it's great that we do, but like, it's more so to be like, hey, let me invite my friend over, somebody that I trust, to come to my valley. Like, so if you don't know somebody, don't take your eyes off them while they're in your valley.
Right.
Don't let them run
around and then kick them out if they
have
save your game right before they come over.
Yeah.
And then kick them out.
There you go. And if somebody does save, make sure you know how to force quit your game so that it doesn't save, and then all your stuff will still be there, correct?
I haven't tested that to confirm, so I don't know, but at least if I was following you around and you started picking stuff up that I didn't want you to, it would only be like 1 or 2 items. And I would just close out the game. Like, that's what I never understood. This is the same thing in Animal Crossing, and everyone's like, oh, they were chopping down all my trees and they were doing this and that. Why are you letting them chop down all your tree? You're just watching them?
It takes forever to chop down a tree.
It does.
So it's like
you just watched them chop down every tree on your island and just let it happen? And you didn't think to like, oh, maybe I should close out or go to the airport and close the connection, or
insert the eye and the lip meme where it's just like you're just we're just gonna allow them to do it. Okay.
Look, it's ultimately it's the person's fault. The person is at fault who is doing the thing, stealing, chopping down the trees, whatever. However, I think it could be prevented or lessened if people were being a little more cautious, a little more mindful, a little more, like.
Yeah. I'd hate to.
Why is my mouse back over there? I didn't even move my mouse.
Not your computer set. also could be kids. Y'all, like, we forget all the time because a lot of us are adults that kids play this game. Like, kids are going to steal stuff from you. Kids are ruthless. They don't care about you and your stuff. They're going to come over and take what they can get just for the thrill of being like, I stole. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just saying, be smart. Be smart, guys. Be smart.
I mean, that's like me when I was playing Halo and I would just try to ruin everyone else's game. You know, like, because you're a kid and you're just being stupid. Like, it's so annoying, but it just happens. Your camera is freezing again.
Well, insert my stick figure meme because here we go with this again. I'm going to throw this camera in the trash.
Okay. Is there anything else we feel like we need to cover with the stealing, with the duplicating, with...
I honestly think that is pretty much everything that's happening with multiplayer right now.
Does anyone in the chat have any questions, opinions? Because we're about to move on to something very exciting.
Yeah.
But I want to make sure we get all of that out of the way and discuss it all.
Yeah. Like Kiana said, there's things that you can do. If somebody comes up to your valley and you don't like something that they're doing, you can report them and you can also block them. You can block them from your valley visit station and you can see all of your blocked visitors in your help tab. So just be mindful of that. If you do need to block anybody, you can and should.
Yeah. Jamie, thank you for the super chat. I think of Scrooge resetting similarly to mining or farming. It takes forever and it's still a grind. I agree. I agree. Brian, thank you for the super chat. K Camera Fund. There you go.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Brian.
I don't know. I've seen very strong opinions about the duplicating specifically. That I was nervous to talk about it because I think I'm on the one end that is not the I don't know, maybe it is the popular end that most people...
You're on the end that doesn't want to do it?
No. Yeah.
Oh, so most people are saying they do want to do it.
I think most people are saying not that they actively want to participate, but it's like they're really strongly saying play the game how you want to. And I get it, and I do agree with that. However, I think it's going to ruin the economy of the game.
Yeah. I mean, again, not to beat a dead horse, but I agree. I think the primary issue that I have is that if you come into the community or into a stream or something and are talking about how bored you are with the game, and I find out that you've been using the duplicating glitch, I have no sympathy.
Yeah. Now, if you knew that someone was using duplication glitch, would you get materials from them?
I don't think that I think I would choose not to if I knew for a fact they were using it. But I think if I just from not knowing or not asking, got it from somebody, I wouldn't necessarily care. But I do think moving forward, I want to make sure I put a limit to, like, if somebody's like, hey, do you need something? And I'm like, yeah, I do need something. I might just be like, just bring me a stack or just bring me a set number instead, because I appreciate the generosity, but people can come over and again, you'll say you need iron and they'll drop, 10 stacks of 99 iron. So
right.
I think I would just make sure
10 stacks.
I mean, people be having a bars, literally. I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, I don't think it would bother me so much of having it versus just getting too much or whatever. But yeah, if somebody was like, yeah, by the way, I'm using a duplication glitch, I'd probably be like, yeah, I'm good. But if I didn't know, then it wouldn't really bother me either.
But I just can't, because I don't want to. I don't think people are being forthcoming about it. And so
they're hiding it
it's
from
kind
you.
Of like, not that they're just hiding it from me specifically, but I don't think, I didn't even know this kind of stuff was happening until literally like 2 weeks ago or something. And I just I don't know. Now I feel like I can't accept anything from anyone because I don't know what other people are doing. And I don't want the tainted stuff. I don't know.
I feel like it's probably likely that somebody is going to withhold it knowing your opinion just because they don't want to be frowned upon. And I don't want anybody to
But
think
I
that
don't
like,
care like what they're doing. I just
right,
don't want it myself.
in my game, right. So it would be nice if it was like there was honesty there, but I just don't know that people would be like, "Yep, I'm using the duplication glitch, so here's all your, your stuff."
Right.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on.
Yep.
To happier stuff. If y'all haven't seen Game Loft release, was it yesterday or today?
Oh wait, before we move on, I do have
Okay.
a question for you. I just thought about it. Sorry,
Okay.
I didn't mean
No,
to
go
cut you
ahead.
off.
Go.
Do you think they'll fix it? Do you think they're going to implement something? Okay, I don't either. I know.
Okay. Yeah. I think if it gets fixed, it will also get rid of the Scrooge reset.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Because the fix would be your game automatically auto saves the second you load in, and or the second you do your first thing, enter the store, enter the multiplayer
It's over with.
aspect, it's done. I think
Now
they will both be gone at the same time.
let me ask you a follow-up question. If they present the option to say we either patch it or we leave it as is, which would you choose?
I want it patched.
You want it patched. So you would eliminate the ability to reset Scrooge's store. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Saving the game one patch at a time.
Yeah.
Da, da, da. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, there is a chance High Five says the autosave when someone visits. Maybe if they only did that, it would only eliminate the duplication glitch and not the Scrooge reset. But I think if they intended on fixing that patch, I think that they would want to fix both. I mean, I'm shocked that they haven't fixed the Scrooge reset up until this point, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So
I think that they just consider it a part of the game at this point. Like it's so widely known and used. They're probably just like, cool aspect of the game. But this one is a little interesting. I am curious. I'd be interested to know how a dev feels about the duplication glitch. Like, I'd like to know what their thoughts were. Like, do they care? Do they not really care?
I don't think they would like it.
I don't think so either.
I again, like you said, beating a dead horse, but I don't think people are fully grasping the magnitude and it seems so dramatic. I feel like I'm being really dramatic.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I just have seen how this has not ruined but changed other games, and I think because of the stage of this game, it's very crucial not to have something like this happen. Because, again, I love decorating in Animal Crossing. I love decorating in Dinkum. But I don't play those games because I've basically ruined them for myself because that's all I do. I know I can get everything for free, easy. I go to Treasure Island or I use dev commands or whatever. I think one solution that like games could consider is having like a creative mode for games like this.
Lego Fortnite.
Like, yeah, I mean, like it needs to be just like a separate. Give me just like a separate valley that I can just decorate with. I have unlimited stuff, but let me have my same valley where I'm like earning stuff and doing the quests and doing all the things. Like I want a different valley to decorate. And then I want, this valley to work towards.
Yeah. Now I think I love that idea. I think that would be great. My only thing is if they did decide to patch it and it fixes the whole Scrooge store thing, they would have to be adamant about making sure that Scrooge's shop is not like constantly giving you the same stuff every day, because then the debate is going to be like, well, I just never get anything new, like at all. And one thing I've noticed is that I don't know about your shop, but like for mine, it seems like it's kind of gone back to its original state. Like it was really good for like a month. And then now I just feel like it's kind of back to that same, I'm getting the couches every day. I'm getting the beds every day. It's just nothing new. So,
but is it just because you have everything?
I would love to say that might be the case, but I don't think so. I think there's still a ton of stuff.
I don't know.
Well,
I'd
I
love to
don't
look
have
at your
every
item count.
well, I don't have every bed apparently, because every time there's a couch in the shop, it's got a red dot on it. I'm confused. I've already bought like 400 of each, so I don't know about that. But yeah, I just feel like that's gonna be the debate that people have.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I mean, I think the Scrooge shop needs an overhaul completely.
Same.
I think we talked about that last time, or am I imagining
Hmm.
that?
No, we did.
But I agree. And I either a complete overhaul or just like the addition of other new items would be enough where it's like, oh, look, I'm getting new stuff
Yes.
because there is new stuff. Yay.
Hmm.
Please give us new clothes so there's actually stuff on that side of the store. That would be really great.
Hmm.
Bring the doors back. I don't know what happened to those, but stuff like that. I think
Yeah.
I think the Scrooge store is a whole different problem.
Ball game. Yeah.
I think they need to focus with the Scrooge store on alleviating our feeling for the need to Scrooge reset.
Yes, that's
And
exactly how
that
I feel.
would
Mhm.
eliminate it and then fix both of them and it's done.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean,
I 100% agree.
I'm so happy that they added the furniture pouch stuff to Scrooge.
Yeah.
I like that there's a little bit of a challenge to collect items in the game because you
Same.
do get really excited when you get like a fruit stand or a vine
Hmm.
wall or the painting table. And I feel like now that they've added those to the store, it's like, oh, it's so exciting when you walk in and one of those things is there.
Yep.
But they got to figure out
A
the
happy
the
medium.
RNG behind like why things are showing up the way they are.
Yeah.
Like you should get one rare item every day or whatever it is.
Something. Yeah. So like eliminate the need at the end of the year to have to give out codes for all of these items that
Right.
nobody has seen. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
So,
Okay. On to
do
the
you
fun
do
stuff.
you think they'll fix it though?
No,
Really?
I don't think so. I think that I don't know anything about game
It's gonna
development,
ruin it.
but I feel like they might, but I feel like
I'm gonna
they'd
message
have to go
them.
through a lot of, excuse me, to whom this may concern. I don't know. I just feel like they may have to jump through a lot of hoops in order to fix that, because they're going to have to fix multiple areas of the game. And maybe because it kind of exists in other games, they may not look at it as like a major issue, but I don't know. I feel like
But why can they
I
not
think
make it so you just load in and it saves?
now would it oh, now does it matter though? Because I might be thinking about it wrong, but if they load in and save and then drop the item and then save again, doesn't it overwrite the save? Oh wait, because they can't, no, because you can't save. Okay, I'm thinking about it right now. Yeah, you can't save. The whole point is to drop it and then exit out of the
And
game
not
without it
save.
saving. Got it. That would be it seems like
But
an
I
easy
don't
fix.
know. I
Like
don't.
what if
If
they
you if it
resave?
saves when they go, it would have to save when you load into the game, and it'd have to save when you visit their valley, I guess.
Yes.
Right?
I'm thinking so, yeah. Because I'm just thinking it's so confusing unless you're like actually doing it. But
Right.
like what if you save, drop the stuff off, save again, then exit and come back and pick it up? Is it the same thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. All right.
Clearly, I don't know.
Well, you heard it here first.
At the end of the day, we don't know.
Yeah.
But I think they need to focus on fixing it. I think there are more important things for them to fix, of course. But I think this one is important, if I'm being honest.
I think if I was one of the devs for the game or someone invested in the longevity of the game, this would be a concerning issue, just because what you're going to find is people, I'm bored. I need more to do. I need a new this. I need another expansion pass. I need more quests. I need because you're bored. So, yeah, could be problematic.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
On to the exciting stuff.
Yes, yeah.
If y'all didn't see, Gameloft released a survey If one of my mods could grab the survey link and drop it into the chat, that would be great. Because if you have not participated in this survey, I highly, highly, highly recommend that you do so. This is the second time that I'm aware of that they've done a survey like this. And it's kind of like gauging our interest in certain things, like what you feel is more important, what you like to do in the game. And there's so many things in here that are so
many
exciting.
things.
So we are going to go through literally every page of this survey. Well, I say every page, not every page, because
The important
some of them
pages.
don't matter. But we're going to talk about the important ones. So we're starting at number 8 because all the ones before this are just basically asking me like how old I am and all that stuff, right? So y'all will fill in that on your own because it'll be different for you, and then you can follow
Also, I'm
along if you want
84,
to.
so
Or
it's fine.
yeah,
Elderly streamers.
yeah.
I knew somebody was going
Elderly.
to put it in chat.
You don't need to know how old I am. I'm just kidding, but.
Okay.
All right. So the first one is, what do you like the most about Disney Dreamlight Valley? And you can choose up to 5 options.
This one was so hard for me.
Building friendships with Disney and Pixar characters, creating fashion and furniture with touch of magic, participating in seasonal star paths, optimizing my game economy, example, farming pumpkins, cooking high-value meals, crafting iron ingots, participating in dream snaps, completing my collection, finding every mineral, vegetable, animal companion, clothing item, adventuring to new realms and biomes, completing quests, multiplayer valley visits, progressing through the main storyline, designing my outfit, designing my house and village, village activities, fishing, gardening, cooking, mining, crafting. You can also specify if there's something else that you enjoy doing, or there's nothing I particularly like in the game is also an option. If you hate
And
the
you know
game
what?
and you want to take this survey, you go do it.
It's actually going to be, I wouldn't be shocked that there are a lot of people who just took the survey
I
and say they
hate
hate
this
the game.
game.
I hate the game. This game sucks.
So I
This
have
one was-
not done the survey yet. So I'm going to do
haven't?
it live here. And go through, and
Yay.
y'all will know all my answers. So if you want to copy my test, feel free to do so.
Okay, perfect.
I love a good star path, so that's definitely
Same.
going to be one of mine.
Mhm.
I love to complete a collection.
Yep.
To participate
I
in
knew
dream
that you were gonna-
snaps.
Yes.
I
knew
love completing the quests, and I love progressing through the main storyline. I'm gonna do designing my house and village over completing the quests, actually,
Yeah.
because I think that's more important.
Okay.
I think progressing through the main storyline kind of involves completing the quests.
That was some of those kind of like, for me, was like, they kind of were overlapping a bit because if you're completing the main storyline, obviously you've done all the quests, but
Yeah.
I think I went with completing all the quests because I love questing. I did participating in the Star Pass. What else? Multiplayer. I put multiplayer valley visits, not because it's like I love multiplayer. I think it's good. I think it can be better, but I selected it because I'm like, I want them to invest in this feature. Like, I love multiplayer,
Right.
so continue to make it better. And then my 5th one was, what was it? Was it adventuring to new realms and biomes? I think was my next one.
Oh, so yours are very different than mine.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is I could have, if there was an all of the above, I would have selected literally all of the above, because the only thing that I'm not super in love with is the touch of magic stuff. Like that to me is not really like it's not even something that I'll normally use. So for me, that was the only thing. Everything else I'm like, check, 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 check. If I had to choose, those were my 5.
Bree put there's one question on the survey that asks, what made you play the game? What made you buy the game? And my mods are putting, I was forced to play by console Kato.
I was contractually obligated.
Wow. Okay.
Not them saying, who is this Kato and what are they talking about?
Yeah. How did she force y'all to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that one's kind of a basic, what do you like? And so now, of course, we're getting, what do you not like? So what do you dislike the most? Adventuring to new realms and biomes, optimizing my game economy, building friendships. So it's literally I don't know why it doesn't have everything that they had on the last list on this
Yeah.
list, because
They said we're picking and choosing because
yeah.
we're not fixing some of this.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I might put creating fashion and furniture with touch of magic. I
felt
wonder if
like
I
this
could put
too.
in other like oh, you know what I could put? What do you dislike the most?
I put the camera.
Motifs as star path rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Star path and dream snaps rewards.
I put
And the
camera mode.
camera.
Yeah.
Camera
I think
mode.
they're gonna get a lot of that. I said camera mode 100% because that needs to be overhauled
Camera mode
ASAP.
needs work.
Yeah. I also did put the Nintendo Switch item limit. Like, I don't know if there's anything they can do about it, but just for our Nintendo Switch players who I know this is like the biggest gripe that they have, since everybody's like, Nintendo Switch is playing great, I just need to increase item limit. If there's like anything they could do, try to figure it out.
Yeah.
But camera mode, yes. And there was something else that I put on mine that I can't remember what it was. There was one other thing. My stomach is like growling. Did you hear that?
I think I heard something, but I didn't know it was your stomach.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. I just think I think it has something to do with multiplayer, maybe? I can't remember.
Wait, what is the Switch limit right now?
3,000. So it's the original limit that we had before they upgraded it to 6.
Okay.
Yeah, so Switch limit is 3K.
Gosh, okay, now there's lots of things that I'm like, okay, we need this, but I
Oh
think
my
that's
gosh, the
good.
search bar for furniture mode.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna put, yeah, search bar in furniture mode. Okay, I'll add that too.
Oh, Lori's not having symmetry. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Lack of color, put Maui.
Just Maui.
Oh my gosh.
Get rid of him.
Wow. Okay. Hopefully y'all can see this one. Among the following types of gameplay, which would you prefer to do more or less of in future quests? And you can do a lot less, somewhat less, neutral, somewhat more, and a lot more. Crafting items for quests or to keep. I don't like this or to keep here.
Yeah. I think it needs to be either. I think those need to be
If
separated.
I'm just crafting an item, so they have down here crafting items that I get to keep a lot more. I'm putting a lot. I want anything that I'm crafting for a quest, I want to keep it.
I don't understand why anything that I craft for a quest is not something I can craft later on or keep. I've literally never understood that, but yeah, I went a lot more for that one as well.
Yeah. Crafting items for quests or to keep. I'm just gonna keep it in neutral because I want them to know that I want to keep the stuff.
It's all right, kind of where it's at. I'm not gonna lie. I think I might have done somewhat more just because it's a little ambiguous, but I was either neutral or somewhat more on this one.
Gathering resources or ingredients. I mean,
I kept that one neutral.
I don't mind how they have it. Customizing the avatar outfit. I think I'm fine how it is.
Neutral. Mm-hmm.
The crafting items that I get to keep, I'm doing a lot more because I really want that. Talking with characters. I feel like they do a decent job with this. Decorating an area to a theme. I think I like that somewhat more. I could decorate an area. Or decorating no theme. Yeah.
I didn't understand decorate. Like, I guess just putting stuff down. I didn't understand decorating no theme.
Yeah, I don't know. I like decorating though, so sure.
Yeah.
Let me
give me all the decorating.
Let me decorate. Even though I think I do complain about it when it happens, so I'm like, where am I gonna put this? I don't know.
I'm not prepared.
Because I already have it decorated how I want it. Bree, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that so much. Okay, so that's that. That's pretty basic.
Yep.
Among the following types of gameplay, which would you prefer to do more or less of in future quests? Taking photos.
I said less.
Less.
I think I went a lot less because I was like, I am good on the whole run over here and take a picture of the fountain. Like, I feel like if they're going to continue to do that, I need a tangible something so that I like put effort into taking a really good photo or something. Cause right now I'm literally just going like click, take the photo, click, take the photo. Like it's
If
not.
these photos saved as memories for your
Oh,
memory thingy, yeah.
genius. I would take the best photo I could possibly take, and it would make the quest so much more important to me because I love taking photos in the game. Don't get me wrong. I just don't enjoy necessarily taking them for a quest.
They would also have to fix the camera mode for me to want to do this because
Yeah.
just trying to take a selfie and all the characters are just standing however they want to and they're normally like in front of whatever I built. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just like, you need to
Yeah,
move. You're literally standing in front of my build.
that is
Move.
literally, is it this one? There's another question on here that said, how do you feel about it's something about the actions? Like, when you do the quest and then it's like you built this whole picnic area and then everybody's just
Standing
standing
there.
there for a
Yeah.
picture. And I'm just like, I could do without because again, I just spent all this time like if I'm eating at a picnic, I want to see everybody sitting at the table or something
Yeah.
like we just take a picture and then everything disappears. They just poof, they're gone. That's it. Yeah.
Oh. Okay,
Mhm.
solving riddles, I want a lot more.
I
I
put a lot
love
more.
a riddle.
Love a good riddle.
Gardening, less. I don't want to I garden enough on my own. I'm going to do a
Yeah,
lot less. I don't want to garden for a quest.
I think I put either somewhat less or neutral for this one.
Solving puzzles, a lot more.
Yes, a lot more for me. I put the same thing.
Buying from Scrooge store?
I did.
Why would I do that?
Why would we want a lot
Why would
more?
I want more of that?
I said neutral.
Yeah. And cooking, I'm
I did
neutral.
neutral.
I'm neutral about cooking because I don't cook very often. So it does kind of force me to cook a little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, riddles and puzzles, I want a lot more. Everything else y'all are doing, do less of it. So
Unpopular opinion. I don't like riddles. I know riddles are definitely
I love
personal.
it. I love
I
it.
love
Okay,
it
I
too.
don't want the riddles to be like the potato stuff though. That's not a
No, those
riddle.
riddles are not good.
That's stupid because no one can
That's
figure that
just
out.
yeah, that's just you may or may not ever figure it out. So good
Right.
luck. It's more of like a good luck, see what happens type of thing.
Yeah. Okay, among the following types of gameplay, which would you prefer to do more or less of in future quests? Breaking blockers? What does that mean?
I think that means like get I guess, but I
Excuse?
assume excuse hello? It's
What?
giving confusion. Um, I think it's the thing that's like your time staff used to remove the like those yeah.
Oh.
Like or you have to upgrade your pickaxe in the new Eternity Out to get through those big like sand dune things. That's the
Oh.
only thing I could think of.
Oh,
Or the
breaking
big ice
blockers.
shards.
Like you've got.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it meant like getting into a new area.
maybe.
Like breaking a barricade. Like I gotta. Oh, things that are blocking the way. Big rocks. Wait, what about that one quest where we had to like get through the mines
I remember which one
and you
yeah.
had to get rid of stuff? I don't mind
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't
Breaking
mind it either.
blockers is a really bad way to word this. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm neutral. I don't even know what y'all mean. Okay.
Yeah, I went neutral. Mhm.
Uncovering memories.
I said neutral with that one just because I think it
Yeah.
happens enough for me.
I mean, in the quests, yes. In my normal valley, it's not really happening that often that I'm
Yeah,
getting memories.
you haven't had you don't get it a lot,
I
do
got
you?
like 2 or 3 the other day and I was freaking out that I got some memories. So, okay, returning to old story areas such as the realms or mines. Yes. I
Yeah.
want more of that. Yeah, give me a reason to go
Yeah.
back to the realms because
I said a lot more.
yeah, once we do it, we never go back.
Especially if the realms are set up like Beauty and the Beast. Like
Yeah.
like a lot of these realms are really cool. So
But I need them to do a different way for me to go back. That's not just a regular fetch quest. Like, don't make me
yeah.
just go back to pick up a piece of paper.
Go
Unless
back
it's
to
like a
get a
riddle to
rose.
find it or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I
oh, you
agree.
gotta go. It's kind of like the Beauty and the Beast where you had to like find the specific spots. They need to
Yes.
have that in the other realms. Like, go find it, not just like dropped on the ground.
Agree.
for me to find. So,
By the way, if you guys, I see a lot of people talking about the memories. If you're not getting memories, if you hover over them in your collections menu, it'll actually tell you what action you need to be doing more of in order to get the memory or complete the memory that you're looking for. So if you like hover over the picture, it'll say, make sure you're gardening more, and then you'll get the memories for that picture.
but
So
mine's like
hopefully,
all of them. Like, I don't,
yeah,
it's like gardening, mining, digging. Like, you need to do more of all this. I'm like,
I'm doing it.
how long do I have to play? I've been playing over a year.
Yeah, that's true. It
Okay,
does take a minute.
watching villagers interact.
I said
I'm
more.
neutral, I think. I don't know.
I think
I don't necessarily love going to watch them like I don't love to like walk down to watch them have like a little tiny dialogue.
that's what I was gonna say. I like the idea of them doing it more if it was more like, I wish it was more of a cutscene.
Yeah.
Like you have it set up where I'm actually watching the screen and watching something happen and a conversation happen versus like and the dialogue moves so slow. Like it's like
Yeah.
so I'm just standing there and it gets real awkward real fast.
Yeah, it does. Having parties with characters. Okay, are
This is
these
the
like
one
are
that I
these
was
new
talking-
and improved parties or are these the typical parties?
I think it's the typical parties, and I was like, you can give me less of that
Yeah.
because again, I just feel like it's not lively enough for me.
And serving villagers in the restaurant. Less. I don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind doing it in the star path, but I don't want to do it for a quest.
Right.
I don't know.
Have we
Nah.
had to do it for a quest? I don't remember having to serve anybody unless it was Remy's quest line. I don't remember having to do it.
For some reason, I remember like maybe Merlin or Fairy Godmother or something.
Mm-hmm.
We had to, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no telling. Okay, how often do you actively try to complete each season's star path? Every time I play, it's a main priority for me. Most times that I play, it's a secondary priority. Once in a while, it's low priority. I never go out of my way to advance the star path, and I do not know what the star path is.
Oof.
Okay. This one's kind of hard to answer the way they worded this because I feel like I'm reading this different than like at this point I'm done with my star path. So every time I play, like I'm not looking at
Are
it.
you? I'm done with my star path. Good for you.
But it's not I'm going to put every time I play because it is like a main priority for me and I want them to continue to focus on star paths, I think.
Yeah.
So
I put most times that I play just because if there's a star path, I'm doing a couple of duties at least every time I play. But there's not always a star path. So I just went with most times.
Okay. Okay. That was easy.
Yep.
Okay. I have seen this one. This is. Okay. Here y'all go. Below are some
This is the one.
statements players have made about star path rewards and themes. Please read each pair of opposing statements and click and drag the slider, blah, blah, blah. Star path rewards should come back as items in the premium shop.
Premium shop.
Star path rewards should not come back as items in the premium shop.
Should we do a poll and see what people did before we answer? What do we think the answer would be? Absolutely.
Oh
not.
my gosh. I mean, everyone's
I'm
gonna
actually
say
seeing some no's. I'm so curious. Oh,
absolutely not.
I'm seeing a lot of nots in chat.
Nope. Not come back. I voted no. I said yes. Slightly yes. Yes. No. No. Ooh, lots of no's.
There are more no's than I expected. I'm actually kind of shocked by this.
Unpopular opinion. We were told they would not be coming back, so I'll be mad if they come back. If I do a poll, I'm scared I'm going to break everything because I already have this one up and the Skype up, and I think it's going to mess up the stream. So I cannot do a poll. So I feel like I'm getting.
This is pretty good. I mean, we can get a good idea looking at chat.
Oh,
this is surprising. No,
this is. I honestly don't know I don't know the right answer for this. I mean, there's no right answer in its opinion.
Yeah.
Um, and okay, I feel like this is the most, I mean, I don't know. This is one of the most
Yes.
controversial things.
Yeah.
Um, Here is my thing, and we've talked about this. I feel like on almost every Valley Talk, we talk
Mm-hmm.
about this because people do want these items back so bad. I wish they had like a little comment section under this because I would love to leave a comment with my response.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people who are saying that like we're crazy if you don't want them back or whatever don't understand that like we've been playing this game for so long that we earned the items. Like we took the plunge to play the game for however long and earn the items. And so like there is like a hesitancy. Am I saying that like no, I never want them to come back? Not necessarily. I just wish if they did bring them back that they would recolor them.
Yeah, I think here's my thing. I think people have to understand that there is a benefit to exclusivity in games. This is why things like the premium shop and paying for skins and to be unique is so popular because people want to feel like I have all the coolest stuff. It's like a collector's type of thing. Like you want to
Mm-hmm.
have everything and a lot of people want to have items that other people don't have. Now, it's not to say that not everybody doesn't deserve these things, but there is a reason why companies choose to do stuff like this. It's also why clothing companies will release an exclusive item. You can only
Right.
get it for a limited amount of time and then it's never coming back because everybody wants it. And then the people who have it feel super special because they know they have a one in a lifetime type of item. So there's a reason for them doing it. Now,
That's Go ahead.
go
Sorry.
ahead. No, go
Well,
ahead.
that's
Go
what
ahead.
I'm wondering. Like, is there this same kind of energy for literally everything else? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
It's
I
tough.
just feel like I'm not going to Target and like yelling at them that they don't have this exclusive item that they had a year ago. Like if
Yeah.
someone went into a store and they were like, "Ah, you don't have the special edition Stanley Starbucks cup from a year ago," they would look at
Mhm.
you like you were crazy. Well, no, I don't, because that was available a year ago.
Right. And Siren just made a good point. Said, what's the point of a star path if you know it's going to come back around in the shop? Like people would just stop doing the star path then and just wait to
Right.
purchase the items in the shop. Now, they may decide to do it in a way that's like, what's the most popular item from these
Mm-hmm.
previous star paths that people don't have, or the most popular item that people wanted, and that's what they put in there. Um, but I don't know about like just like giving away the whole star path in the premium shop. I don't know that that would like make sense. So I don't know. I did personally say that I'm fine with it coming back in the premium shop, but I'd much rather them put it in a way where it's like you have to pay moonstones in order to, and there's going to be questions later on too, just so you know, that help with this specifically, because right now this question just as it is, I don't think is in depth enough to make a decision that makes sense for both people who played early access and want to have that exclusivity and then people who are playing now and want those items. But I do love your idea of having them recolored, so they're not exactly the same and we have two different versions, but I still get to feel like I have an exclusive like item, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Okay.
my camera, guys. I know, I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Is it gatekeeping though? Is that it? I mean, I think
Mm,
I'm gonna vote on the end of like letting them return because I know that people really want them back, but at the same time understand that side of it. Like I have been playing, I have participated in every single star path. There was a reason that I did that because I knew that they weren't coming back. And I know
yeah.
people will say like, "Oh, well, I didn't know about the game or I didn't play it or whatever," but I I don't know about everything that exists right now. Like there's probably something that I would love out there in the world. Well, okay, I know that I won't get that in the
Yeah.
future. You know what I mean? Like I guess I'm just not understanding. Like
I
y'all are
don't feel like
saying that I'm gatekeeping But it's just because I understand this side of it. And like if I was on the other side, if I hadn't been playing, I'm sure I would be screaming from the rooftops that I wanted the stuff.
Yeah. I
But
think that this goes back to this conversation that we have very often, that people tend to have an opinion on an opposite side, and then it's made out to seem like because we have a different opinion that we're doing something wrong or in the negative. We just have an opinion that's different from yours because we have a different experience with the game. I don't think that coming into a game and knowing that these star path, and this is coming from someone who doesn't have all the star path items. I started out in DDV and did not understand what a star path was. So the very first star path, I have like maybe half the items, and there are pieces of it that I don't have that I wish I had, but I don't. And I'm not upset about it. It just is what it is. I understand that they said the items weren't coming back around. And because we started off at the beginning of the game and jumped in at this time, there is a benefit to us, the players who started early, and that can be respected. And we can respect both people's opinions, understanding that you want the items that you can't get right now, and we have the items and want to keep them exclusively for us. That doesn't make it gatekeeping. It's just how it was set up to reward people to play early. So I don't think that that's considered gatekeeping, in my opinion. I think that's a little extreme. But again, I do think that there's a happy medium someplace in here so that people can get access to either similar items or the same items. I think it just needs to happen in a very specific way so everyone's happy.
yeah, I don't know. We've talked about this so many times. I don't know if the premium shop is the right answer. I know that's the obvious answer. I know people were saying in the chat, like, that digital items are different than real life items. And I understand that. I was just trying to give an example. But it's like me, and look, I don't know the ins and outs of every other game. I don't play every game. If I were to log in to Fortnite today, I do not expect them to bring back anything from a previous battle pass. If I were to log into Fall Guys today, I don't expect them to bring back anything from the premium shop or the battle pass or whatever they're called from a year ago. Just because I didn't play the game then. I just don't. And that's my personal opinion. Like
again, it's that interesting gray area when it comes to DDV. We talked about this last episode too. It's just like this. DDV is held to a standard that is so different from what I see for other games, and I don't really know why that is. I still have a hard time understanding why it is that people feel like don't look at these other games and are like, why can't I get these items? Like having exclusivity is not, it's not abnormal. It's not unusual. It's not like, and like you said, it's not looked at as unfair with almost any other, industry. So I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's weird to me. Again, and it's not to say that we don't think people should have these items and don't think that they should come back around. I just think there's a way to do it, but.
Well, I've seen two other things that I want to bring up. Number one, people are saying that Fortnite is free, so it's different. I'm not understanding the correlation between paying to have the base game and how that's related at all to this. So I would love an explanation for that point. And then people were also saying that these items give an advantage at Dream Snaps. I want to go on a tangent about this because I see people say this all the time. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. No, it doesn't. Do I need to start doing my Dream Snaps with no Star Path or Premium Shop items to prove it? Because it does not give you an advantage. Now, maybe you might like those items better visually, but I promise you, you can make a Dream Snap that gets you 4,000 moonstones and not have those items in it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry, but you can.
Yeah, I don't think that it directly correlates at all, in my opinion. But
there's a day at Disney with no rides, you could stand in front of the main castle.
Which
there's ways to do it.
Exactly what I did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I'm reading chat. It's so funny how this is such, and we knew it would be. It's very polarized. Like you're clearly on one side or the other. You're either for them coming back or you're not for them coming back. Um, I don't know. It's just it's tough. I mean, it's not that tough. It kind of is what it is, but they're obviously thinking about bringing it back, and I think that the all the options or all of the answers on this are going to sway more towards the items coming back. I think more people are going to want the items to come back than not come back. But
I
it's just
don't
about how they do
think,
that.
okay, I think the best example is probably the Christmas and the winter star path and the Halloween star paths. Like these are both star
Mm-hmm.
paths that we've had two of similar types. I think the Christmas is probably the more obvious of the two.
Mm-hmm.
The Christmas star path from last year was very Christmas themed. They had like all the trees and the lights and whatever. This one was more winter themed. Next year for December, you know what I bet they're going to do? Another Christmas star path. And it's going to
It's
have
going to happen every
all the
single
trees and
year.
stuff, and they'll just alternate it back and forth. I'm sure they'll do a spooky Halloween, then they can do a not so spooky Halloween. Then they'll go back and forth and back and forth. There's just going to be endless items that you can have.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they will make more rides,
Mm-hmm.
recolors of the current rides. Like there's just so many other things that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
Little Flower said, so do people that bought the DLC have an advantage too then? It doesn't make any sense. Like, and that's a good point. Again, and it's not to I don't want to get off on a tangent on Dream Snaps because I feel like
We
we
always do.
always get out on a tangent on Dream Snaps. Y'all have got to start accepting the fact that there's a good photo and there's a bad photo. And there are two photos on the screen. And your photo is going to be either voted on or not voted on. And if it's a good photo and doesn't have Star Path items or DLC items, and it's still a good photo, people are going to vote for it. Like, and I don't know if y'all have seen this, but I see whatever the algorithm does, it puts two photos that are very similar. Usually, it's not every single time, but very similar, usually right up next to each other. So, like, I'll see photos with like Star Path items and it'll have the up balloons in the background. And the picture next to it also has up balloons in the background. I don't know if it's purposely doing that or what, but the reality of the situation is you just make a good dream snap. What bothers me the most about it is that every week in my Discord on Wednesday, I see more people getting 4K than people getting
I
anything
know.
less than that.
Yeah.
It is just 4K after 4K after 4K after 4K after 4K after 4K. I literally put up a photo last week in front of a waterfall with a blue bunny with the ugliest denim outfit on that I've ever had, using all of the filters. There was nothing special about it, no objects, just all of the filters and a bunny, and I got 4K for it. So I don't think having objects or certain objects in the background does it. If you see that photo and you like it because it has a cool object in the background, sure. Is it going to drastically affect the fact of whether you're going to get 4K or 900? I don't think so. That's just genuinely how I feel. Again, there's no way to really prove it, obviously, because of how the algorithm works. But from what I see each week online, in my streams, in my Discord, people are winning 4K left and right. It's like they're giving out candy at this point, free candy. It's just like everybody can get 4K. So I just think that I think we need to be more focused on just trying to take a good photo versus trying to dissect the fact that, like, I didn't get a lot of moonstones for this, and I didn't get it because the person next to me in the photo when they were voting must have had Star Path items or must have had something unique. I just don't see how that can be the argument, but
Right. I'm telling
that's just my
y'all,
opinion.
if you're having trouble with dream snaps, post it in one of our Discords and people will help you. I will also say that as Dream Snaps continues, I do think it's going to be more and more competitive as it goes on. Like I've seen more and more people with beautiful pictures not getting up to that 4,000 point. And I think it's just because people are really putting in the time and effort for dream snaps now. Like people are starting to learn, like, oh, you know, this is what I need to do to get 4,000 or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know how we got
I'm
off on
telling
that
you guys,
tangent.
if
I
you're in,
don't think that premium shop items or Star Path items matter in Dream Snaps.
I don't either. I think that's the best line. And I think that if you are on the lower end, like the 300 and the 900s, I'd be really curious to know what your filters look like. When you submit the photo, are you just doing the bare minimum? Or have you went above and beyond with your filters? I'm so curious because I almost feel like if you have more than the set amount of filters that are required, you're going to get upwards into the thousands easily just because you used all the filters. So, but again, I don't know. But
Like if you have the tags, enough
yeah,
tags or
I
whatever.
keep calling them filters. Yeah, the tags. If you're meeting the tag, if there's 3 tag requirements and you have 10 instead of the 3, I think that you are less likely to get 300 or 900 moonstones for that.
You got to go
picture.
above and beyond the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, in the terms of the premium shop, I do lean towards the side of bringing it back in some way. I do think that would make a lot of people happy, and I don't have a problem with it. I have requirements.
Right.
Requirements.
I'm going to look at my analytics and it's going to be like 9 p.m. on January 4th. You lost 100 subscribers. That's crazy. What did you do? Oh, I talked about the premium shop.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that y'all are adults enough to understand that we can all talk about this and have these kind of opinions and have these kind of discussions and even disagree on things, and that's okay.
I just think that it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating as creators, but also as you and I host this podcast, it makes it very hard for us to have different opinions because I genuinely struggle with the fact that people believe on one side of the spectrum, this should be true. And then we believe on one side of the spectrum, this should be true, but we're the enemies for having that opinion. And to me, that's just weird. Like I'll openly say that I think that it's very weird and it's a little immature to say someone who doesn't believe the same thing as me is a bad person or is trying to hold stuff out of, like, it's just weird. Like I'm allowed to feel the opposite from you. I think human beings in general have a problem accepting this, which we don't have to get into that, but I just think that it's okay for Katrina to say, I'm not in love with that idea. I think it would be cooler for me to just keep all of my stuff, and I want it personally to be exclusive, and I think it makes things more fun for me. And you can have your opinion too, and it's totally fine. Like that's the whole point. That's life. We're not all going to agree. So
I am just genuinely curious. Also, I would like everyone to note where I'm putting my slider on here, that even though I do have my opinion, I also understand where y'all are coming from, and I get it. Look, yeah. I'm on this side of it, okay?
My slider was on that side too, I will say.
But I would love to know, for those of you who do not have the initial Star Path items, let's talk about the Ferris wheel or the up balloons, for example. I feel like those are some of the biggest ones that people want. Okay. So we've got the up balloons. Let's talk about up balloons.
Yeah.
I think that's the easiest. Okay. Would y'all be okay if we didn't get the exact version of the up balloons and they did a recolor of it and it was like pastel balloons instead of the regular ones? Put it in the premium shop. Everyone can get them. That way I'm getting a new item. Y'all are getting the up balloons. Would that not be?
I just feel like that's the perfect solution. Like that, if you're going to put it in the premium shop, I feel like that's the only way to do it.
Like, it doesn't have to be pastel, but I'm just saying.
Maybe it's brown instead of white.
Right.
Or maybe it's recolor the basket instead of white. And they maybe do all white balloons, or maybe they do, instead of all of the up balloons, they do one big balloon. So people can have, like, what are they called? Hot air balloons. Like you can have a hot air balloon in your valley, but it's just not exactly the same. I think that is, again, an example of a happy medium to keep the promise that they gave to people who played early access and purchased the game in early access, but also to help other people feel included and have an item that's cool and unique and can be used in the same way that the up balloons can be used, I feel like that's a perfect example of a happy medium.
I think so
And if
too.
you're going to do the premium shop, I think it would have to be, like you said, based around an item and maybe one or two items in the star path that people really, really want. And they redo those items specifically, but not every single item. If you're talking about redoing the entire star path so people can get those items back, I think that has to be implemented in a completely different way. But we can talk about that later because I think that does come up.
Yeah. I just think that like if you're someone who's wanting the items and you're asking people who were, I just want to remind y'all that people who did those first exclusive Star Pass were promised those to be exclusive items, as far as I understand. So I just feel like if you're adamant that you must have those items, I don't know. I feel like you're doing a lot of taking and not a lot of giving when we're trying to give, you know, like I feel like we kind of have to meet in the middle to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Right? So like, yeah.
Kathy says, I don't think any game that has exclusivity will last. And I'm curious why exactly you feel that way. Like I'm genuinely like, I wonder why because I feel like exclusivity actually adds to the longevity of the game. It gives people a reason to be around. So again, we see it with so many popular games that people play all the time. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like exclusivity, even no matter at what point you join the game, at some point, if you had like, let's flip the script for a second.
I'm going to lose it.
Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Hold on. Let's flip the script. Let's say that if you're playing DDV today, or let's say you buy you buy the expansion, the next expansion pass early, and you get X, Y, and Z items. And then they give those items away for free with the next expansion pass. How do we feel about that? Because that's essentially the same thing, yes? You say, these are exclusive items for you to purchase this expansion pass early before everybody else. And then all the people who didn't purchase it early get these items sometime later just for free.
I mean, I feel like it's so easy to say, like, I understand like having a hypothetical. People are just going to say like, oh, I wouldn't care. Right? You know, because it didn't happen. So like, I don't know. I just, I saw a lot of people saying, oh, well, they promised free to play. Did y'all not see what happened when they changed that? How are we using that as the what?
Yeah.
Am I in a simulation? Is all of today a simulation? That
I think
we're using that they went back on free to play as the as the reason why they should do this?
Yeah.
So now because it's benefiting, it's okay? But y'all were mad when they didn't do free to play?
Yeah.
I'm just confused. Okay. I also want to note, here's my little thingy, but I'm also very confused.
Yeah. I don't think for me, I genuinely am not like, if they tomorrow said all the Star Path items are coming back, am I going to gripe over it? No. I'm not. No. I'm literally going to wake up tomorrow and feel the same way that I feel today about DDV. I'm going to continue to play. I'm not going to be upset. I would actually congratulate everybody on getting their items. I'm just debating the point of the reason why DDV did it and why games like DDV do exclusivity. It's not, I really don't care that much, right? Like it's not even that much. Like I don't care at all. If all of the Star Path items came back tomorrow, I genuinely do not care.
Yeah.
The
I would
debate
just
is
say,
just around
if
why.
y'all want the Star Path items to come back, you should go take the survey, and you can put your slider wherever you want it. This I can only go here or here. I'm whatever. That's where mine is going. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I think I put mine all the way over.
Melissa, thank you for the super chat. Put it this way, if they do come back as premium, that it's less moonstones for us to spin. That's very true. However, if they do a recolor, I would just buy it. Did we talk about this? Like, we did. You mentioned, like, what's the point of doing the star path if the items are just going to come back later? Would you stop doing the star path because you just know they're going to come back later?
Oh, I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't put as much effort into completing it all the way, knowing that they would come back around in the premium shop. I mean, that's just like, I would not make the grind to, like, my last stream was just like grinding the star path because I'm like, oh my God, I can't miss it. If it's gone, once it's gone, it's gone. So like, if I knew they were coming back around, there's just no way I would grind it the same. It's just not as dire of a situation.
Yeah. Okay. Next up. Star path theme should be similar to the update theme, or the star path theme should be different from the update theme.
This one was such an interesting question to me.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't really care.
Yeah, I think I landed on
I think maybe different.
I was like okay with it being the way that it is now, like whether it's the same or different, it wouldn't really matter. But I think like I don't know that I would want every star path to be the theme of the update.
Just a lot.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot of the same. And I kind of like the idea of it being like a totally, not even totally different, but unique in some type of way compared to the update, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because like if they had done this one, the update would have been Jack Skellington. But that makes me want to move it more.
You're like, give me
I want it to be different. No, I want it to be different. I wouldn't have wanted a whole Jack Skellington star path.
No.
I feel like it needs to be, it needs to be seasonal. It needs to be different. Now here's what it is. I want them to add those items just in the game. Like, you should be just giving me items to buy at Scrooge's with the update.
Yeah, I mean, when you put it that way, I 100% do not want, like, I just want them to be a part of their friendship or in Scrooge's. I do not want the star path based around it.
Yeah.
Where I have to grind to get items specific to one update theme. I don't know about that.
Yeah. We are finally on to the next page.
Yeah. I'd really rather it be like, if they're, especially since they're releasing them in different months, like something like Valentine's Day. If one came out next month, I'd want it to be like February themed. Valentine's theme would be a lot of fun.
Right. We got more star path questions.
Oh God. Okay. How appealing would the following star path aspects be?
Being able to complete the star path again in exchange for additional rewards.
I put extremely appealing.
So they're saying the same star path and you just go through it again, the same, like within the same time frame. And like, what are the rewards?
I wonder if they mean like at the end of the star path, you know how you have that like extra one that you can just keep getting moonstones from. I wonder if it's going to be something similar to that, or if it's going to be like extra. Actually, I think it's going to be different items, and that there's another question about that you'll see too, but foreshadowing. But yeah, I mean, having the option to do more to get more, I was like, yeah, stuff. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. To see tracked duties for the star path similar to how it is for quests.
Oh.
Yeah.
Extremely. I talk about this all the time, but I struggle with completing the star path so much simply because I have to keep going. I have a terrible memory. So like going in and out of the menu to try to remember what I'm doing is just like so draining to me. So like this one was like, I was so excited to see this and know that they're thinking about it because I need it bad.
Yeah. I will be very shocked if someone doesn't select appealing or extremely appealing. Like, I would love to know what the reasoning would be for unappealing, especially if I can like untrack the way I can with quests. Like, I just can't imagine.
I was thinking that it would be like a UI thing. Like if you're doing the star path and it's just on your screen and you don't want to see it. But again, if it's like quests, you should be able to untrack, the ones that you want.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I have seen this one. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite pages. Okay, we've had so much negativity that we are going to be talking about all of the positives that come with this page. I'm gonna bring y'all back. We're all gonna be on the same side. We're gonna be united as one for this question.
Right.
We're considering future Star Path themes. Please select your top 3 from the list below. Decade Star Path, content inspired by various decades. Wonderland Star Path, content and landscaping inspired by Alice in Wonderland. Mermaid Star Path, content inspired by Little Mermaid, seashells, beach styles, and aquatic life. Gamer Star Path, a path featuring items inspired by modern day gaming aesthetics such as RGB items and attire. Cottagecore Star Path. Cottagecore Star Path. Nature-inspired content, simplistic outfits, farming, barns, and cutesy farm animal critters.
Please.
If anyone's not choosing this, what?
We can just stop right there. If they said select one, you guys know where I'm headed. I'm sorry. When you say, forget everything else. When you say cute farm animal critters,
Oh my
pigs,
gosh,
cows,
it's a little
chickens,
duck.
ducks. Yeah,
Oh
no.
my gosh.
I'm so curious to know your 3 on here, though.
Okay, let's keep going. Disney Classic Star Path. Star Path centered around Disney Classic IPs such as Pinocchio, Peter Pan, Robin Hood, etc. Greek mythology Star Path. Hercules, Hades, Percy Jackson, and the Olympians inspired content. Mythical Star Path. Dragons, phantasmic fairies, mythical creatures, and attire. I need that. Are you kidding me? Princess Star Path, princess-themed items, iconic character dresses, suits, carriages, and dream styles for the princesses in the valley. Or you can choose none of the above. But
if anybody selects none of the above, I'd like to have a personal conversation with you. We need to get into DMs, and I need to know what's going on. Okay, what's happening?
Wow.
Mythical. Could you imagine if you have a little mini dragon that flies around behind you, and then how the monkeys go on your shoulders? The dragon will just perch on your shoulder for like a picture. Stop. I'll actually die right now. I will literally, and dragon wings. I would lose it. Okay, listen.
Attire? Are you kidding?
Okay. You and I are already matching up on 2. I went cottagecore and mythical.
Okay. I'm between 2 here.
Yeah. What 2 are you? Which 2 are you? Between?
Either Wonderland or Greek mythology are the 2 that I'm leaning. I want all of the other ones. The least appealing to me is the Gamer Star Path.
That's the least appealing one to me too.
We already have RGB stuff. Wonderland, like Alice in Wonderland, that stuff would be so cool. But so would the Greek mythology stuff, and I love Hercules and Hades.
Yeah,
and
we
sounds weird to say I love Hades. I love the, you get it.
It's a Hades. Oh, hell, Hades.
Oh, gosh. But the princesses would be nice too. Like, I love the princess stuff, but we have so much of that, and I know we're getting so much of that. So
that's where I was torn. I was like, okay, I was between the decades. Or the Disney classics. No, I'm sorry. It was Princess and the Disney classics, not decades, and Wonderland. But I ultimately went with Wonderland personally because I just feel like a Wonderland themed Star Path would be so unique versus they can introduce Disney classics with every new Disney classic character that we get. Like I would totally expect ball gowns when we get Cinderella or, Tiana or whatever. Like I would expect those elements to come there. So I ultimately went with something that would bring some uniqueness or some value to the valley for me personally. Yeah. But I was like, those were my 3.
All I can think about is like the fact that these are listed means that like they are considering all of these, or they are actively working on all of these, and like, and they're just gonna like prioritize the ones that we want the most. But like, they're also working on the other ones still.
If these are on the list, I believe that if they have this list here, it's just a matter of what's gonna come first versus what's gonna come last.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really not one on here, like you said, that I am not looking forward to, except for the game. Again, I do the gamer star path. It would be
Right.
cool, but out of all the list, it'd probably be the last on my list. I mean, a mermaid star path.
I know. Oh
Like, I mean,
gosh.
you really can't go wrong with any of these, and I would be so excited to see any one of these star paths introduced into the game.
Okay, for the decade star path, are they gonna have
Huh.
a 90s? Are they gonna have a You know
What decade?
they have 90s Halloween costumes now. So,
I mean, at this point, they're probably
y'all.
1900.
The 1900s. Wow.
Can we talk about the cottage core though? Nature
Oh
inspired content.
gosh. I'm like
So
sweating from
tool
thinking about that.
skins. Oh, I know. Simplistic outfits. Think about Teddy popped over in my valley in a touch of magic made like little farm dress that had like the apron on the front. That's what I imagine. It's
Yeah.
like the overalls, the apron dresses, like very
Foliage,
cute.
like
whole-
on the
yeah.
stuff. Yeah. Oh my
Farming.
gosh.
Let's talk about farming
Barns.
barns and cutesy farm animal critters. What does farming mean? Do you think they mean like farm tools?
I don't know.
A new farming mechanic? Or is this just like design related stuff? Like the farming / barns? Like, are we going to be able to interact with cows and stuff? Like, what if they bring... Okay, this is a little bit out there. But what if they bring cows and we can like milk the cow and that's how we get milk instead of buying it from Remy's? Is that too far out there? Like, I feel like that's totally different from what DDV would normally do. But what is the farming situation?
Oh, and then their chickens lay eggs and stuff.
Yeah, because you know we have eggs and milk in the game. So what if they're thinking about like...
And then we turn the milk into cheese? And we just make all that stuff? Oh my god. Wait, is that how you make cheese? You know what I mean. But yeah, butter, milk, yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's simple. I know how to make it.
Lulu. A girl can dream. A girl can dream.
Wow.
Okay.
Churning butter. Yeah, we could do that.
I would be so excited.
Oh, wow. I'm just imagining. Okay, so you know the Toy Story Pizza Planet that came out. Was that today or yesterday?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
That was Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday they had that. That's what I'm imagining, like like they're gonna make like a barn building that we're gonna get. That's like the Pizza Planet. It's just like a building you can play, like the Pizza Planet, the Haunted Mansion, like another one of those, but it's a barn.
I love the idea.
Give me a chicken coop.
A chicken coop. I want to just build a farm land. So give me all the fence, the farm, all of the little tools and stuff we need to make a cute little farm area. And I think it would be really cool if they had a barn that we could walk through. Like one thing about the buildings is kind of like they're cool if you can interact with them. But like if you have a barn that opens from both sides, I could use it in so many different ways. So being able to like walk through a barn, but that's just me.
Yeah. I wish that the Pizza Planet was a house skin, personally.
Yeah,
I don't know about a barn as a house skin, if I'm being honest. I think they could pull that off, like you said, like if they had like a way to walk through it and kind of interact with it. I should also be able to interact with the bench outside the Pizza Planet, but they should have made it a house skin so I could make Pizza Planet inside.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like I've got all the stuff to make an arcade or a Pizza Planet or whatever. Like, why can't I make it? I don't know. Like, I don't imagine me making like a barn inside.
Right.
But the Pizza Planet should have been like an arcade thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. I'm so excited about this. I hope that we're all back on one team. Are we all good? Let's a big group hug, everybody. We're all happy. We're all getting all these new Star Paths. Y'all are gonna get your Star Path premium shop items, and we're all gonna hug it out at the end of it. And it's gonna be great. We're all gonna be in one happy.
Big hug, jumping around and cheering. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I think that this one has something for everybody in it too. So no matter how you voted, like again, I wouldn't be mad about any one of these being introduced at any time. Yeah. So I'm excited to see that they're even thinking about some of these star paths because I would just be so excited.
We're all bougie potatoes. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is definitely one of my favorite of the questions. I think I've seen I don't know. I've seen a lot of the questions.
Yeah.
Which improvements would you most like to see added to the star path? Adding more duties and rewards, weekly and daily based duties, introducing different types of rewards, ability to have an unlimited amount of duties and claim star coins or craftables on the additional pages. Okay, interesting. Ability to repeat the star path and exchange the same item for a special treatment. Sparkle.
Sparkles
Oh,
and
what?
special effects.
Sparkles. Like I could sparkle?
Yep.
Ability to track one duty. Same as
Oh, wait
tracking
until you.
quest. Okay. Oh my
Gosh. Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is hard.
Yeah. This one was hard.
Because I like a lot of these things. There are some that I don't care about.
Yeah.
I don't really care if they. I don't.
I don't think
know.
they need to
Weekly and
add
daily
any
base. I
more
don't want
duties.
that. I don't want
Yeah.
that.
No.
Adding for. I don't want star coins. I'm not gonna pick that one.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so if I had I kind of want to use my other here because I don't know if I'm gonna have another option to use this as an other. But I want to suggest so like introducing different types of rewards is what I would pick, and I kind of want to like instead put give me more facial expressions and poses for rewards.
Please put that. Yeah.
So more
please.
facial expressions and poses for rewards.
I'm glad you're putting it because I totally forgot to put it on mine.
For camera mode, and I'll just specify camera mode.
Yeah, camera mode.
Yeah. They need that. It can be here. I don't understand why it's not already there for the Dream Snaps rewards, and they have motifs. That should not be it. They need this instead. I think a lot of people are going to say to take out the motifs or less motifs or whatever, but I think specifying like what I want here is important. Okay, ability to repeat the star path and exchange the same item for a special. I want a sparkle. I want visual
I want
effects.
a special effects. I want a sparkle. I want glitter. I want all that. Yeah. Let me get whatever you got.
Okay, so now I'm stuck between two other ones, which are adding more duties and rewards. Because, like, while I don't want more duties, I want more stuff.
More things.
Or ability to track one duty. But, like, I already said that in the other one.
Yeah, I don't know why they have that one here. That should just be a given.
I'm going to go with this one because I feel like they're going to add this anyway.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I want more stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more important.
I can't remember what I put. I think I put unlimited amount of duties and claim star coins. No, it wasn't that one. I think I put ability to track one duty again. I think I did select that one again.
I feel like a lot of people will put that one, or at least say it in the other one. So I feel like that's a given that they're going to do that.
They definitely. I think they just know it's a necessity, quality of life necessity at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Next. How clear are star path duties written in riddle form? I'm not aware of the new duties in the form of riddles. Very unclear to very clear. You can pick whatever. I think they're clear. I wouldn't say they're very clear, but at the same time, like it's a riddle. It shouldn't be very clear or it's not a riddle.
I think for me, I think they're perfect the way that they are. Like they're the perfect level of difficulty. And I think that the riddles add a little, I don't know what it is. They add a little something to doing the star path that makes it seem like a little bit more fun. Like, who is this person they're talking about? So I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. Because at the end of the day, if you can't figure it out, you can just Google it or ask someone.
Oh yeah, ask in chat.
But I like to kind of figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
The not clear one is the one that says to dig for gems. That's true. Yeah, there's one that like says to dig and it's a mining task.
I feel like that's a spelling error. I think somebody messed up on that one. Not gonna lie, because dig is just the wrong.
Yeah,
the
it should be
wrong.
mine.
Unless you're looking for
But it says it's for the Vitalis crystals, but you're not digging.
You're not digging. Okay, I was gonna say if it was for the dream shards, then that would be like one thing. But if it's for anything that you're mining, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
How many moonstones have you purchased to date with real world money?
I couldn't remember. I just went with a higher number.
Oh, I've definitely purchased that much. Right? Plus.
Go ahead and hit that plus.
I think I've only done one of the $50 packages. Right?
I think I did. I selected 20 to 30, I think, for me.
And I've gotten the game like a million times, so I got moonstones.
Mm-hmm.
No, I have not purchased 14,503 times. That is a lie. That is a lie.
Woo! Woo!
Find it. Find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's confusion here because it says moonstone packs. They mean like moonstones. They don't mean like no one's buying 5,000 packs.
Yeah, I was confused about that at first, and then I realized they're just asking about the amount of moonstones you've purchased in total.
Yeah, 30,000. But this was before Dream Snap, so I don't know. Who knows?
Oh, we're getting rated.
Thanks for the raid. Welcome in.
Welcome in, raiders. Thank you, my pastel pass. Welcome in.
How many house skins have you purchased from the premium shop? All of them.
Yeah, that literally. I just went with 5+. I didn't even count. I was just like, what's the biggest number? Because I've purchased every single one.
Have you?
Yeah.
I thought for a bit you didn't have all of them.
I lied. I didn't get the candy one.
But you still done 5+.
Yeah, 5+.
Yeah. Would you get the candy one if it came back?
No. I'm not getting that candy one until they give me a candy biome place to put it, because
don't encourage them to give you a candy biome.
I'm sorry. I just just give me even if it's just Alice in Wonderland, okay? Let me just put it there. But I can't have it in my main valley. Can't happen.
I just would like to say that we talked about not giving us a candy biome last Valley Talk, and the next day on Reddit, everyone's like, I want a petition for a candy biome.
Oh,
no way. No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't want a candy biome. If they did like a candy inspired DLC, if I wasn't a content creator, I probably wouldn't even purchase it, to be honest with you. They'd have to really sell me on that one.
On the
I think of a Vanellope themed not DLC. Well, yeah, expansion pass. Like, oh, I would be sick. Could you imagine all that color?
Though, but like,
I would get it.
There would be stuff that you liked.
I wouldn't be spending a lot of time there.
A Candy Realm, Suro, I could get on board with.
Yeah, Candy Realm on a smaller scale.
It could be nice. A little.
I can visit when I want. Yeah, it'd be great. Yeah.
But a biome that I'm constantly having to walk through.
Oof.
But here's the thing, and that's just because I've seen the way that Dreamlight Valley or Gameloft does candy, and it's not good. They could do it nicely. But they don't.
I feel like if all of the items looked a lot more like the house skin, I could get on board with that. But if you're gonna go the route that you went with Vanellope's house, I'm gonna head out. Go ahead and shut it down for me, babe. Let's work on it at another time. We need to get everybody back on, because that house skin is gorgeous. Don't get me wrong. For a candy house, that house skin is detailed. It looks great. But I just cannot, like, I'm just torn because we've got Vanellope with these candy cane sticks. As tree, I can't do it. It's too much.
Yeah, I'm just like in my head, it would be a lot cuter. Like, okay, for example, the train premium item where it has like the cute little gingerbread house on it. If the stuff looked like that, and it doesn't have to be Christmas themed gingerbread house, but if it was just like, it just needs to be toned down a few notches. Like Candyland, cute. Yeah, like a pastel Candyland type of vibe.
Yeah.
Would be cute. Little like gumdrops or like little lollipops on a stick or whatever. But
Yeah, again, I hate that we have to say this. This is personal opinions. I think Kato and I have very similar aesthetics and likes and dislikes. There are a ton of other people that would just absolutely die for a candy realm, think it would be so much fun. So it's just personally for me, it's not my vibe, not my aesthetic, and not what I would want to see, especially in like my main valley. But yeah, on a smaller scale, I could definitely get on board.
wait, we can have different opinions?
No.
That's crazy.
That's
okay.
insane.
We are evaluating new types of offerings for the future of Dreamlight Valley. How appealing would it be to see the following offerings available in the premium shop? A building that comes with an arrangement and additional items around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like Pizza Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want that. I want everything in the free.
Yeah,
A
just give
themed
me it
bundle
all.
featuring a mix of furniture, a house skin, and clothing.
I'd totally be down for
Themed
that.
bundle. Oh, you know it's going to be like 5,000 moonstones or something.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Especially
that's
if it's just
extremely
objects.
appealing.
I wonder if by a theme bundle though, do they mean like coming with a character or and like new quests, or is it just like a bundle that you purchase that would be like
I think it would
kind of
just
like
be,
object based?
yeah. Like
Okay.
if they
I would be
did,
down for that though.
like what's one that they have right now? Like the Monsters Inc. thing. And then they would
Yeah.
also have like clothing that went with it and furniture that went inside it.
It would be like how we purchased the founders edition of the game starting out and it came with all those. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I would be down for that actually.
You're not allowed to have bundles. You can't have bundles.
Listen,
No,
if
I
we're
don't
already
bundles.
paying with moonstones to get, I have plenty of moonstones from doing my dream snaps. Okay, I've got moonstones to spend. Give me a bundle, baby. Give me
Yeah.
a big, beautiful bundle of objects that I can purchase with all those wonderful moonstones that I'm winning from spending so much time on my dream snaps every single week. And I'll be happy. I'll purchase it without a thought or a care. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Downloadable content introducing seasonal weather changes.
This was the one. This was the
A bundle
one.
containing snowflakes and snow covered.
I think I verbally screamed out loud. Yeah, like I was like, I let out like a yelp.
I literally just was complaining about the lack of snow-covered foliage. Literally, like last stream. I was like, I don't have any stuff with snow on it.
Imagine if it gives you something that's like a toggle or like a skin that can be applied per biome to make the theme winter or fall. Like, you know how they did it with, this is on a smaller scale, but you know with the mushroom house, how the grass changes in every biome that you put it in? Like if it's something like that where you can just apply it and it turns your Forest of Valor into a winter, or all the trees turn orange and you see like how they have snowflakes, instead it's like fall leaves floating around. Like I would die. I would die for that. Yeah. I would absolutely be obsessed.
Emma says, will that allow us to turn off the rain? Oh,
that would, oh gosh. Yes, please.
I don't know.
I would love for that to come and me being able to control all of the weather.
I want
like
that. Yeah.
Rain, fog, you know, just anything that we have in the game right now, being able to turn it on and off.
Yes, I am the creator and I want to control everything.
Listen, I'm the queen of this valley. Okay, I made this place up. I want to be able to turn that rain off.
But do you want it off? Okay. Do you want to toggle it off, period? Or you just want to be able to toggle it in camera mode?
I just want to be able to toggle it on and off, however they do it, when I need it to be off. So when I need to get in there and take a thumbnail picture, or if I need to do a dream snap and I don't want it to be raining during a dream snap, I need to be able to just click that off. Now, if they do that in camera mode, I'm totally fine with that because that works for me. But I think it would be also nice to be able to just control, if you're going for a certain vibe or aesthetic in your valley, especially like, let's say you're doing a valley tour or something, which we know are popular now. It would be really cool to be able to just set the scene, right? Like maybe somebody does like a spooky, their whole entire valley is like spooky and they want it to be raining and stuff. Like that would be cool, I think, being able to have that kind of control, or to just say, I want everything to be foggy all the time. Like That
Yeah.
would be
It
cool.
would be so cool to be able to control it per biome.
Oh yeah, just turn it. Yeah,
Like, yeah, I
exactly.
think you were mentioning that a little bit, but like if I could have it raining in my glade and then
Yes.
always snowing in my frosted heights and
Yeah.
then, like wherever. And
And
they
that
also
works.
need a way, the way that Animal Crossing has the ability to do like dream addresses.
Yeah.
We need that.
Oh yeah,
That
just
is a
save it so
need.
it always loads in at the because I
Game
think right
Loft,
now,
contact me.
please, we have the
We
ideas.
will help you.
But literally, like when you load in now, if you're doing multiplayer, you load in at the time zone that person is in. So if it's
Hmm.
nighttime for them and it's night in their valley, that's what you spawn in as, right? So like it would be cool to just set the mood.
Does
Like let
it,
me
or
just
is
set
it whatever they have it set at on their
I
toggle?
wonder if it's whatever. I think it's whatever they have it set at because like I'll go from like daylight in my valley to nighttime in someone else's.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, and because they're biomes too, I like the idea of them being their own individual biome, essentially. Like you said, being able to apply that season or weather to that biome, I think is really cool.
Okay, everyone's saying it's in your own time.
That's weird because I did a valley tour and it was maybe it was because I was in sunset and then somehow it just was nighttime by the time I got over there. But I swear it was sunny and I went to somebody's valley and it was dark and I was like, oh, okay, must be nighttime where
Yeah.
they're at.
Uh, Someone's saying, but there's rain dependent mechanics in the game. I mean, I think you would just sacrifice. I mean, is it just like watering the crops? Because then you would just like sacrifice the benefit
I
of watering the crop. Because I don't think there's anything that requires rain.
Yeah, I don't think there
You would
is.
just have to go do it yourself. Am I missing something that requires it?
I'm trying to think right now.
Oh, there's
But I mean also
fish that you can't catch unless it's raining, they're saying.
so maybe it'd be too like I mean maybe it's just like you control it though. So if you need it to rain to catch a certain fish, then you just turn
Turn
it
it
on to
on.
catch the fish. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you want your plants to be watered, then you just turn it on. I mean it defeats the purpose of sprinklers at that point, but maybe they
true.
even
I think
maybe it's not yeah, it might be best in camera
just
mode
needs to
then
be in
maybe.
camera mode. I wish that
Yeah.
there was just like a dream snaps mode and it would just have like all these features like you can
Gosh,
choose which
yeah.
villagers are in the photo. Like it would
Yeah.
literally take you to a new
Yeah, who said that the last time? Was
mode.
it you or was it someone in chat that said just take
Yeah.
us to a whole new
Yeah.
valley that's just a Dream Snaps valley?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah,
they'll
that
ever
was
go that far, but I do think that they could have just like a Dream Snaps mode of the camera
mhm.
where it's like, okay, you can control what valley, what members are over here, what, the weather is doing, the time of day, blah, blah, blah,
Mhm.
blah, whatever else.
Yeah.
I think that's perfectly possible, plausible.
Yeah. But give me fall, give me
Yeah,
windy,
I
give
want
me
this.
snowflakes. Like there was nothing I wanted more this winter season than to just make my entire valley like snow frosted, heaps of snow. Like,
Yeah,
I just really wanted that. Yeah.
agree.
I hate
And
my
then the
green.
last one is downloadable content centered around animal companions. Yeah, I want all this.
Extremely appealing. Yeah, I went across the board. Extremely appealing for all.
I need everything.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm not shocked that this is how I'm feeling because I just like I want as many features as they're willing to give us.
Yeah.
I want them all.
Yeah.
So
Same.
yes. Have you purchased a dream bundle so far? I have. I've purchased both the Wally and Ursula bundles. I've not finished
I
the
did.
Ursula one, but I bought it.
You haven't finished the Ursula one yet?
No,
Have I finished? I think I did finish it.
no, I need to, but I'd planned on doing a video on it, and then I ruined it by doing like one part of a quest in a
Yeah.
stream, and I was just like,
It
forget
happens by accidit. You're having to talk to them and then they just
it.
automatically
Yes.
go into their quest.
Yeah,
You're
why
like,
are you
oh
talking to me
my
about
God.
that? I'm just trying to gift you something for a star path, Ursula.
I did finally finish the Wally bundle. It was a struggle, but we got through it. We did finish.
Are you scarred from the Wally bundle? Would you
This the
purchase one in the future?
I would purchase another bundle because I think that the Ursula bundle redeemed it for me and I can see how well it can be done. The Wally bundle though, Like if they did another one that was similar to the Wally bundle, I might refrain from considering purchasing another bundle because that one was rough.
But what
That
if it
rough.
was exactly like the Wally bundle, but it was for Stitch, and you got like a cute outfit for a dream style for Stitch?
Would I power through?
If you got a cottagecore Stitch outfit.
I would be grumpy, but I would have him in his
But you
outfit.
had to go get the 500 feathers from the Sunlit Plateau.
Oh gosh, slowly but surely we make our way. Gosh, that was so rough.
You had to go find 700 papers 3 times.
The fact that every time I returned to Wally, I thought to myself, this is the end of the book. And he was like, time to find 10 more pages. I was like, what are we reading?
Yeah.
The Bible? What is happening? Why are there? Hello? Is this a dictionary? I was like,
my gosh.
This was supposed to be a story time. Who's reading this at night? Oh my God. Whew. Yeah, it was shocking. I was shocked and appalled.
Wow. Okay. So bundles, yes, I will get whatever bundle they put out because I'm a sucker. Okay. What did you like most about your experiences with the Dream Bundle? One option, okay. Getting access to new narrative content, the special items included, new possibilities for my characters, a unique storyline with one of my favorite characters, the dream style skins, or other.
This one was so hard because you only can pick one. And I was like, oh.
Okay. It's hard. Yeah. I think if they had asked me this prior to like the DLC or anything like that, I would have had a different answer. I think I would have gone with like the unique storyline or the new narrative content. But now that I know they're doing DLCs, I don't know if I care as much about that. But at the same time, dream styles, they give us in so many different ways that it's like,
yeah.
But then the special item, I'm between special items and the dream style.
Yeah, I was between the two. I think I went dream styles just because when I thought of the last two, I thought of Ursula transforming into Vanessa, which was huge for me.
Okay.
And then Wally in his little suit outfit, I'm like, I would never take him out of that. So as much as I love the special items, I was like, if I really think about it, the reason why I purchased it was so that I could customize, my characters in my valley in that way. So that's why I went with that one.
I think if they focus this on, especially there's so many Disney characters that have like very extreme different looks. Like if they had Beast in his human form as one of these, I'm buying it instantly.
I'm buying it.
And
Tiana
they better give him
back and forth between the frog form. I'm buying it. Yeah.
If they had who's the other one I was thinking of? Oh, just like Rapunzel with the short brown hair.
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
Oh, it would be amazing. Yeah.
Because they just are so unique. Tiana as a frog would be so hilarious and so
Wouldn't that be so cool if you could switch her back between the frog with the little crown or herself? Like that would be so cool.
I think that's really what they need to focus on. I think if they do Beast, okay, I have a lot of Beast human form haters here, and hear me out. If he was in his human form, I think he would be a lot less annoying and grumpy.
More chill.
Everyone hates Beast right now. And that's because he's trapped as a beast and he hates it. So why would you not want him to be happy?
Hashtag justice for Beast. He just doesn't want to be furry anymore. I get it.
Yeah, he would be so happy. Are you kidding me?
I'm looking. Everybody says ill to his human form, and I need to see a picture.
Is he just ugly?
He's not ugly.
Look, y'all don't have to date him.
I mean, he's actually got really pretty features.
He's cute.
Pretty's not a great. Yeah, he's got handsome features. I don't know why everybody hates his human form.
Oh, I love him. Give me the long hair. He's cute.
Yeah,
y'all are crazy.
Hair. He's got a jawline. Yeah. No. It's giving.
Well, if you like his beast form better, the best thing about this is you can keep him in his beast form.
I just can't stand. I have to.
But give me the option.
Just cannot stand him yelling. That whole and it just gets on my nerves after a while.
Yeah. Elvis Stitch would be a perfect one.
Oh my gosh. Could you imagine in a little white suit?
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
adorable.
I'm gonna be honest, any bundle that they release, as much as I did not like the fetch quests, I'm buying if I have the moonstones, I'm buying every bundle. If it comes with a new skin for a character, I'm purchasing it. Especially if it comes with, I mean, we know it comes with a new character skin and also items for ourselves. So yeah.
Yeah. One of my favorite things about these dream bundles too is they've given us no indication to them ever going away.
Yeah.
And so if you're interested in something like this, like if you've been playing a while, you just need something else to do, these are such a great way to like just
Hold
get
you
something
over.
else, do some dream snaps for a few weeks, get the moonstones,
Yeah.
and buy a bundle.
Especially because they're never going anywhere. Like you can
Yeah.
purchase them at any time. They're just there. And you can get a bundle after winning 4K in 1 week if you
Yeah.
do, or 2 weeks winning 2K.
Yeah.
So I love that. And to be fair, both of these bundles had hours, maybe for me. I don't know about somebody else, but
Weeks.
hours.
For okay.
Yeah, weeks of gameplay. But like Ursula's especially, there were time gated quests. Like it took time to actually go through all of the content. So they were like hefty on all of the different things that you had to do. And it was a lot of fun. So I enjoyed it. So I really liked Ursula's bundle. If they do more like Ursula, especially, I love it.
Agree. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Was going to ask me what I like least about it. We recently added Ursula's Transformation Dream Bundle to the shop and are considering future Dream Bundles. Which characters would you feel most excited to have a Dream Bundle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, these character choices are very interesting because this makes me think these are like their top, the ones that they're considering.
It has to be, right?
Yeah. Olaf, Ariel, Belle, Scrooge, Stitch, Vanellope, Mickey Mouse, Kristoff, or other. Okay, I'm going to do other and I'm going to do Beast.
I think for other, I did other as well as one of them. And I put, who did I put Rapunzel. And who else?
Oh, Donna, thank you so much for the super chat. I said Beast transform into Prince. Prince Eric finds his dog Max. Maybe Kristoff adventures out to find Sven.
Ooh,
That would be so good. I would love to
really
have
cool.
Sven.
I would love to see more of that.
Is
like
it not
more
human form? Is it Prince? Beast to Prince?
Is it Prince human form though? But I would love to see more of like the companions in the actual movies in the game. Like bring me the dogs, the
Someone
Sven.
said Eric back into shrimp form.
Don't even get me started. The way I would have him as a weed in the ground somewhere, please. Oh, we'd have a whole area designed for him to just be stuck in the ground as a little shrimp.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it'd be bad. Mm-hmm.
Oh, should I have Beast or should I have, oh my gosh, if we got, but like, are they going to give us companions this way? I just want companions, period. But like,
yeah, same.
Yeah, I would really want Rapunzel's, I want, what's his face?
To be honest, I think it would make a lot of sense to add companions in through bundles, like just because they wouldn't really affect the main quest line. It's a specialty add-on that you can purchase, and then you get a companion. Yeah, I think it could work. I do think it could work.
Pascal. Rapunzel and add Pascal.
Yeah.
Or what's his face? Simba and add Zazu. As companions. Okay. For the other ones, like I'm just trying to imagine like what would they do with Scrooge already has multiple looks, right? Or but so does Stitch, and I wouldn't mind having a Stitch one.
I think I went Stitch, and then I did Belle.
Belle?
Yeah. Because Belle and Ariel both already have, I don't know, I just love Belle, I guess. So I just, again, none of these is surprising because most of the people on this list weren't really that appealing to me. I chose Belle because Belle had some really good like items that we got from her. So I'm thinking like if they went more Beauty and the Beast.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I definitely wasn't going Vanellope. Olaf, no.
What would they even do with Olaf?
I have no idea. Snowballs?
What if we got, have you seen Frozen?
Yeah.
What if we got like the giant snow monster thing that they.
That that indeed would be interesting. If we got Olaf, I require that they fix that little cloud and make it an object that goes over our heads when we're running around. We got to fix that.
I
We
bet it
have
would
to
be
right that
Olaf
wrong.
Summer.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I'm getting all like the summer stuff.
I don't know which one to pick.
It's a tough decision.
What would Kristoff's be?
I don't know, but I said I don't want nothing to do with Kristoff. Okay?
But what if they could make him better? Tangle has cute items, or Frozen has cute items.
Frozen has cute items. This is true. But Kristoff, what are they gonna do? If they bring Spin, that's the only thing.
Okay, fine. I'm
me.
picking Belle too.
Okay.
I know that's what you want.
Thanks.
We recently introduced a new feature in game called Dream Snaps. How often do you engage with it, whether in submitting your own creations or voting on others? Every time I play, most times, once in a while, rarely, haven't unlocked it yet, and I do not know what the Dream Snaps are. I mean, it's not every time I play.
Yeah. I said most times. It's not even most times, it's just like
But like I want them to know that I love it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I went most times.
Like I'm doing it every week.
Mm-hmm.
So
it counts as most times.
Yeah. Okay, most times. Next. Before engaging with Dream Snaps, how clear were the instructions on how to unlock the feature? Very clear, somewhat clear. I feel like this is hard for me to answer because it was like one of the big things unlocking and there wasn't really much else happening at the time. Like for us, like if you've stayed up to date on the update, you just knew that that's what you were doing through Vanellope. Now, I will say I did think that that first one was like the actual Dream Snap.
That was a little confusing.
And I remember, I can't remember if I took a long time doing it or if someone told me not to take a long time doing it because it was just the test one. And so I stopped.
I spent a bunch of time doing the test.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, I remember them guiding us to Vanellope. Like she had a new quest. We went through the whole process. Like, so I feel like it was pretty clear.
I feel like it maybe said, I don't remember now. I think it might have said that it was a test.
Is there a tutorial to tell you what Dream Snaps are for too? Like, was there like boxes that popped up and told you Dream Snaps X, Y, and Z? Like, okay.
I think so.
Yeah. They could probably make it a little bit more clear. I think I put somewhat clear. I can't remember what I put for this one. I figured it out.
I'm going to put somewhat, yeah, because I didn't not know what I was doing.
Mill says we should link the VOD to this episode at the end of the survey.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that was funny.
Which of the following statements are you aware of with regards to Dream Snaps? Voting is also rewarded with Moonstone. Yes, I know that. There's a brand new challenge every week. Yes, I know. Following the week's theme and item tags will help you rank. Following the week's theme and item tags will help you rank higher in the standings. I do know. I do know that.
Confirmed by DDV. We talked about this earlier, but it literally says it will help you rank higher.
Yeah. Picture submissions are rewarded with a minimum of 300 moonstones and up to 12,000 depending on your ranking. Leveling up your pixie dust level brings you rewards. Yeah. I know all of
That
these
last one was
things.
the only one that I was just kind of like I don't know what the point of
You don't know that.
I mean, I knew it, but I was like, it said special items, and there was nothing special about any of those items. So I was like, that kind of, for some reason, that threw me.
Well,
The
like
black
part
pants.
of it is that they accidentally put the trophy in Scrooge's, so it makes it a little less special,
Yeah, it does.
you know.
Yeah, it does.
Do you wish that the trophy was just for people who won and it wasn't like a reward for doing Dream Snaps?
I actually thought when I saw the trophy before they actually released Dream Snaps officially, I was like, oh my gosh, how cool would it be if you ever got like first through third place that you would get a trophy for that? To me, again, very personal opinion, but to me, that would make it like that's like a
The
competition. Like
ultimate.
you really work hard to try to get that first place to get the gold trophy. And it's something you can have in your valley to say, like, I won first place. Like it's a huge accomplishment. I mean, anybody getting in like top 10, that's a huge accomplishment in my opinion. So but yeah, I really would have loved that the trophy was exclusive to people, ranking highest.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, like as you participate each week, you earn something called pixel dust.
Hmm.
And as you earn it, it like goes up. You only see this little reward thing when you actually level up, kind of like when you
Yeah.
leveled up your character at the beginning, when you level up a friendship reward, and you earn things with your pixel dust like moonstones, motifs. Game Loft, we don't
Yeah.
need motifs as Dream Snaps rewards because we can't even use them for the
Gosh, it
Dream
was so
Snaps.
pointless. Yeah.
And then at the very end, once you earn a certain amount of pixel dust, you get a trophy, which is the same trophy that they accidentally had in Scrooge's for a while as a glitch. But I agree that I wish that it was just for people who had won.
Yeah.
It would be really exclusive and I think it would just be really cool. Like imagine people coming over to your valley and you have one of the first place Dream Snaps trophies that you could
Well,
place up.
that's
Are you
what,
kidding me?
yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, like, in again, you could have put another trophy there at the end and give us like something like a
Right.
smaller trophy or something, but like save that grand trophy for somebody placing really high in the ranks, wherever, whatever, if it's first place or whatever. I think that that would be so, so cool and so unique to be able to like decorate an entire area around this trophy and be proud of it. It's an accomplishment. I mean,
Yeah.
it really is.
Agree. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the main reasons that you engage with Dream Snaps? To express my
Moonstones.
creativity and share my creations with others, the Moonstone rewards, to look at and vote on other creations, to engage with other players, to discover the new weekly challenges. Okay, obviously the Moonstones and expressing my creativity. But Moonstones is the number one.
Yeah,
Because,
Moonstones
like,
is definitely
oh, you're,
numero uno.
oh, I was about to bring your picture back up because your
Oh,
camera
I'm
was
totally frozen.
broken there for a
Hello.
while. It came back, but
Gosh.
it's struggling today.
Camera fund.
Okay.
When is it not struggling, Kato? You say today. What day
It's
is it
just
not
been like the
struggling?
past two, though. It
I don't
wasn't doing that
understand.
before.
I don't know. Maybe it has an update or something I don't know about.
Okay. Uh, y'all want more motifs? Okay, hear me out. I don't mind the motifs. I know that people use them for Touch of Magic.
Hmm.
I don't, here's why. I don't like them as Dream Snaps rewards because you can't use them in Dream Snaps. I've said this multiple times. The
Yeah,
Dream
it makes no
Snaps
sense.
rewards should be poses, facial expressions, stuff like that that you can earn because that way it would be like fun to earn them and then like you would see people with these new facial expressions and poses in their Dream Snaps that they earn
Yeah,
from doing Dream Snaps.
I just feel like every month you should have another level of pixel dust that you can win, and they have new stuff related to things that can be used in your dream snaps because that is what makes sense. And facial expressions and poses and things like that are genius for that. I don't need a motif that I literally cannot use in a dream snaps. And not to mention, let's all be honest, the pixel dust dream or pixie dust, pixel, whatever it is, those motifs are terrible.
What?
They're not Good. They're some
Huh?
of the worst motifs I've ever seen. The splat? Are you kidding me? The splat.
The
I
splat?
said the splat. The little squiggly splat. The little.
Mm-hmm. And that's
I
what
was
you're
like,
gonna
yeah.
call it?
I guess I can't think of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's a. It look.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's weird. But okay.
Okay, this was interesting though, this question.
Below are some statements players have made about new items and biomes in Dreamlight Valley. Okay. I would rather purchase original Disney Dreamlight Valley items inspired by Disney lore. I would rather purchase items that can be seen in Disney movies and parks. Ooh.
This one was tough. This one was tough for me.
I like both.
I do too.
But I think okay, I'm trying to think of like what we have. I'm going to go with house skins because I feel like they're the most obvious examples of this. Okay, so like for example, the castle house skin. I love because it looks like the castle at Disney World or whatever. But the ones that I like more are the ones that are unique to Dreamlight Valley, I think. Like the fairy one or the cottage one. They they still give a Disney vibe. They're still like whimsical, but they're unique to Dreamlight Valley.
Yeah, I don't know if mine was biased just because I haven't been to a Disney park or anything like that. I mean, I've seen tons of Disney movies, but I really like the lore idea because you could get a mix of things that you see in movies, but also other items as well. So I think I went this direction as well.
Yeah. Okay. Similar to the game today, I would prefer to see more realistic biomes that allow you room to decorate and define them. Or I would prefer to see Disney-themed biomes with more direct references to film locations. Okay, I'm very strongly the more realistic. I want the realms to feel like the Disney themes and the biomes to feel how they do now.
I want to be able to do whatever the heck I want in all of my biomes. If I want to make it exactly as a Disney biome, I can. If I want to make it completely different, I can. I did not like the idea of it being completely, it's like so themed to the point that like I have to do one thing with this area. I think
Yeah.
that was too restricting for what I'm used to in Disney Dreamlight Valley. So yeah, I went the same as you.
Do you wish we could decorate in the realms?
That's a good question. No, I mean for me, like if they allowed us to, I definitely would. But I don't go back enough right now yet. I feel like
Right.
if there was a reason to go back more often, then maybe yeah.
I don't know. I kind of wish that I wish that they existed the same way that what we have now does, and we could go in there and like decorate little sections and take pictures in there the
Take
same way we
pictures in
do.
there.
Like our companions come with us. Like I want it all to be the same because it would be
Yeah,
so
I can
fun to
see
like
that.
go to the frozen realm and take a picture that's like got some more stuff in it. I don't know.
True, that's true. I can see that.
Okay.
Definitely see that.
How appealing would it be to see the following characters added to Disney Dreamlight Valley? Okay. Timon and Pumbaa. I love them.
I just went across the board with this one.
Lumiere and Cogsworth, or Hogsworth if you're Steph, all Steph and games.
Hogsworth. I mean,
Is it?
valid.
I love Hogsworth personally.
I think Hogsworth is actually much better.
And Rex and Bo Peep. I love them all. I want them all. I want anyone they will give us. Yeah. And
if this list went on forever, I just literally go extremely appealing for every single one of them. Bring everyone.
Yeah.
Bring everyone.
It's like
Could you
Super
imagine a
Smash.
little
Like
Rex?
they're all here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Rex.
A little Rex running around. Oh my gosh.
I would actually like Rex. It would be interesting to see how he moved though, because doesn't he kind of like
he'd be very toy-like. Yeah.
waddle a lot?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want them regardless. So
yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay. Even though I do hate the toys, the toy size.
I don't mind them. I like them a little bit.
I understand it, and like if I think about it objectively, I like it. But in the valley when I'm walking around, it's so annoying.
because they're
Especially
so
when they
small.
show up in like a dream snap and Woody's just over there like, and I'm just like, get out.
How does it happen? What? He is just dead on the ground,
Like,
like
get out
just
of
laid out.
here.
Excuse?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't stand when I couldn't push past Buzz. I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That'll
Wow.
do it. Oh my
Okay.
God. Mm-mm-mm.
What kind of multiplayer features would you most like to see added to Dreamlight Valley?
They
Taking
wrong for
pictures?
only
Only
allowing us to
3.
choose 3 is that was so dirty. So dirty.
Oh my gosh. Valley activities, fishing, cooking, farming, completing quests,
Mm-hmm.
emotes, and ability to
Mm-hmm.
trade custom fashion and furniture designs. Oh, this is
I
hard.
I assume all of these are likely coming. They're going to use the ones we want the most probably to come sooner. Like we've said with a lot of this stuff. I wanted to say the ability to trade custom fashion and furniture designs, just because that would almost fix the issue we have with Scrooge's shop. There would always be a way to get something new and cool for your valley. However, if I'm thinking about you should go first. You should say what you would think 1st, then I'll say what I think.
I don't think, okay, I see where you're going and I agree
Mhm.
because I don't think that fixes the multiplayer issue that we have right now, which is we don't have enough stuff to do with each other
Yep.
and we need activities. We need
Mhm.
to be able to do something. I don't know how I feel about, I mean, I do like the idea of completing quests. Would they be new quests? Or are they like multiplayer exclusive quests? Like that does
Mhm.
sound really fun. I
Mhm.
want to be able to emote too. I feel like that's obvious though. Like they're
Yeah.
definitely going to bring that. So I don't know
Yeah.
if I should choose that one. But like I think these like completing quests and valley activities like we need stuff to do with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But emotes we really need to. Like I hate like if you ever come to my valley or I go to your valley, just know that spinning in circles means hi,
means
thank you,
excitement.
hello,
Yeah.
goodbye. You know, like
Yeah. Mhm.
spinning around in circles is all I can do. So
Yeah. That's exactly what I do.
thanks.
I'm like, "Thanks," and I run around you in circles a couple times and then we go. I definitely selected emote. You have a good point. They're definitely going to bring emote. There's no question about it. Like we have to be able to express ourselves in some type of
That's
way.
what it's gonna be.
And imagine if you have like a bow type of feature or of like
A
a
curtsy? Ah,
curtsy.
curtsy.
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. But yeah, I selected emote.
I mean, honestly, though, in a multiplayer situation, being able to point like that would be
It would be
actually
good.
nice. Like,
It would be
I
good. What
can't
would
chat
you
with
like
you,
from
so
the valley? Not my camera being frozen on that face, please. Oh my God, do it me dirty.
oh
Um,
gosh.
yeah. No, I think emoting. I put emote. I I put valley activities because that could be competitions. Like at that point, then you can really say who catches the most fish in an hour, who can get the most gems or whatever. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And then I did completing quests. I think those were my 3. As much as I wanted to be able to take pictures with the others, this is I think biased because I'm on PC. I can just screenshot on my device, like on my device.
Well, I think there's
So
also like a caveat. Like, I want to take pictures with others, but you got to fix the camera mode.
right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like, I also want, is there no toggle to turn off the names over people's heads?
Not yet, I
It's
don't think.
annoying. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
know the whole time that they're there. Like, I
I
know who they
yeah.
are. I can
Yeah.
see their
They're here.
body. I see them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wonder if they're keeping that in case we can have more people over. It would be nice to just turn it on and off.
Yeah.
Like if you're questing with someone, I don't need to see their name above their head the entire time that we're questing together, type of thing.
Yeah. Robin said, Kato, no one's allowed to visit you. People can visit me. I just will not be accepting stuff. If you start dropping stuff, I'm going to kick you out because
Get out of here.
I don't want any tainted items.
Kato's just gonna have a chest
materials.
full of everyone's drop tainted items,
No
just
tainted
locked away.
stuff. Yeah, it's gonna go somewhere. I'm gonna put it in one chest, and I'm gonna take it to someone else and drop it all over their valley. I'll give it all to Kay.
And I will.
And you'll keep it. Yeah. So, okay. If
That's
the
a good one.
following multiplayer features were released, oh wait, these are the ones I picked.
Yeah.
How often would you expect to engage with them? Extremely often.
Right.
Yeah, like I picked them. Oh, yeah.
I think this adjusts to whichever ones you choose.
One, yeah. That's pretty cool. How often do you browse digital gaming stores?
Yeah, I think this is where it goes into your buying like history.
Weekly.
All the time.
How many paid games do you tend to purchase each year? Ooh.
They trying to figure out what's going on with them DLCs. They said, how many DLCs should we release this year? Click 16
I
to
do
20.
a lot. I do buy a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, as content creators too. Like if you're not receiving a key, you're buying it.
I don't know if it's more than 20 though. I think I'm between 10 and 20, but I don't know which one.
I think I did 6 to 9, but in reality, I probably should have done.
I think I'm 10 to 15.
10 to 15, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't play them, but I buy them.
They're just there. They just exist.
Yeah. In the last section of the survey, we would like to know more about your media habits. Do you follow Dreamlight Valley on social media? Yes.
Yes. Even though you guys don't talk to us
I
anymore.
know. Which ones? I do Twitter, Discord, YouTube. Where do you get your news about Dreamlight Valley? Okay. Where do y'all get your news?
I will admit that
Did you put Valley Talk Podcast?
I should not have, but I did. I felt like you need to know about this podcast. Yeah, I definitely shamelessly plugged myself.
Okay,
I
Valley
did.
Talk Podcast.
Yeah. I mean,
On YouTube.
let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there you go.
I hope enough people typed it that they are curious enough to come look and see, because I doubt that we're even on the radar. But like, if they could just see a couple of podcasts, I would be so excited.
I know. Okay, I get mine from the patch notes, content creators, the social media, official.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really it. Of these, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where. I typically see it on Twitter, and then I race to the other things.
Yeah, same.
Like if it's a
That's
patch
what
note, I'm
the
clicking
links
on it. If it's,
Yeah.
you know, and then I obviously see other creators making stuff and we'll watch it. Not all the
Yeah.
time, but sometimes. I like to see other people's opinions on stuff.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Next.
Thank you guys so much, by the way, for everyone who did put
I
Valley Talk
know.
Podcast. I know that there are a ton of other creators too and everything that were probably plugged as well, but thank you guys for including Valley Talk as your source for information and news and stuff like that. That means so much to us, and it hopefully will have some type of effect, or just, you know, just for them to see us would be great. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate it.
Yes. Would you be interested in participating in focus groups to talk about your experience? Yes.
I just said yes.
I want to be in a focus group. I would love for them to have like talk with some creators about like, what are y'all wanting? Because I do think that we have so many good ideas. Mm-hmm. And I will say, obviously, they are seeing a lot of these ideas because a lot of this stuff is stuff that we've all talked about. But I just think, I think they should talk to some of us. You know,
I did. I definitely put my info in. I was like, yes, please.
All right. By entering your email, contact. I should put, please contact me. No.
Please
next.
contact me at Console Cato.
Okay, and
I'll be
that's the survey.
that's the survey.
Wow.
I feel like, what do you think about the survey?
I love it. I love stuff like this. And I don't
I do.
know. So I haven't played a game quite like Dreamlight Valley, where it's
Mm-hmm.
like this active interest in what the community wants and all that. So I don't know if other games are doing this, but
Right.
but I did make a tweet about this. Like, I've heard so many people say that Gameloft doesn't care about what we think, doesn't, you know,
Yeah.
like there's just so much negativity about like what Gameloft's doing. And like
Mm-hmm.
this is the kind of stuff that I'm gonna refer to when I hear people say or see people saying stuff like that, because it's just like they do. And like
Just yeah.
Gameloft, okay. It's hard too because Animal Crossing is different. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of people think that Nintendo didn't listen, and I think there were some things Nintendo could have listened about, but
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo is on a whole other level. Animal Crossing is a AAA game created by Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Dreamlight Valley isn't necessarily an indie game because
Mm-hmm.
Gameloft is a large studio, but it's not on the level that an Animal Crossing, Zelda, these games are
Right.
AAA games that are
Yeah.
not going to actively seek input from the community because they just don't need to. They feel like they don't
Mm-hmm.
care. Like, they made their money, they're moving on, they've done
Mm-hmm.
whatever they're going to do, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know about other games that are like this, that are like ongoing. They can change things as they go. Like, is
Mm-hmm.
Fortnite doing this kind of stuff? Is
I
I
would
don't
love to
know.
know because I don't know that I've seen a lot of, and maybe it's just because I'm not as involved as I am in the DDV community, but like I don't see a lot of companies, especially as often as DDV has done, request feedback from other players. I mean, me personally, I feel like I've seen DDV listen to feedback more often than not listen. Like I think that they've had their faults. They've had their things that they've done or whatever, but like I remember at the beginning, like you would post a comment and at DDV about something you'd want and they'd be like, "Hey, we'd send the feedback to our team." Like they were chatting a lot. They done a survey once before and this survey now, and just by seeing the can you just leave me like that because my camera is gonna drive me insane. But just like we've seen the questions on here, they're so spot on. Like they
Yeah.
have to be listening to our feedback to even have the selections that they do on this survey. There's no way they just come up with it. Like
Right.
they definitely hear us.
Yep. And I don't
So
know where they're getting the information. I assume that a lot of it is from people submitting stuff in Discord, like
mhm,
in the official Discord, and that's where they're
right.
getting it. But I don't know. I think that they do listen. Kim, thank you for the super chat. Let's go. Kato and Kay may hate my DDV opinions, but glad we can still be friends, even though Kay says that we can't be.
What?
You're not friends with Kim?
I never said that, Kim. I love you.
Yeah.
Don't say that. Thank
Oh.
you so much, Kim, by the way.
Thank you, by the way, if I missed your super chat, because there, when I was in the survey, I couldn't really come out and address it. So if you super chatted us while we were in that, thank you. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for the super chats.
Yeah, I think this kind of thing is important, and I hope they continue to do it. I would love. I'll talk to you about it later.
Hold on, excuse me. I didn't say internet people aren't friends. I meant that everybody on the internet is not your friends. You can't trust everybody. We are friends.
We're friends.
You guys don't even try. You know I love you from the bottom of my heart, okay? But you can't trust everybody online. And that's what I mean.
True. Can't trust a lot of people online.
I would literally cry if y'all were like, "Yeah, we're not friends anymore." I'd have a whole meltdown, I think. Literally.
Yeah. Speaking of friends, everyone here is subscribed to Kay, right? If you're not, I have her YouTube channel linked up in the pinned comment, and you need to go subscribe because she's the best. It's very important that you go and watch her.
Yes, thank you so much.
Maybe she agrees with you more than I do.
You see, Harley is the gaslighting for me. Said maybe we can't trust UK. Maybe you can't. Maybe I'm the thief.
Maybe. Is it? This is just
la,
the
la 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 la.
Here, do it. Here, okay, go again.
La 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 la. Not in my stick figure form.
Oh, it's so funny. Wow.
I love it. It's
Do y'all have any questions, comments, other things about any of the topics we discussed tonight? I'm not sure if I can handle any more premium shop Star Path discussion, but if you have a specific question for us, we will gladly talk about it. NZ asked a great question. Do you think they'll let us decorate in multiplayer? That's not something that they included on the survey.
I think that they will. I just don't know exactly when. I think that's going to be a feature that requires a lot of thinking through. But I definitely think it's coming. They kind of hinted at it a little bit in the trailer. If you remember when they first released, or they did the showcase, they showed like us putting stuff down while people were there, but like we can't actually decorate together. But I think it would make the most sense for DDV to allow us to decorate together at some point.
Did you finish your Star Paths? Yes.
I have not. I am currently in progress. So yeah, fantastic. Can anyone explain the losing of Dreamlight glitch? I'm scared I will lose mine. Yeah. They still haven't fixed this yet. They are aware of the issue. Do not use your pixel shards that you get from multiplayer, which you can't get anymore. If you visit someone else, you cannot find these pixel shards anywhere. But don't use them to craft anything, because what happens is when you craft using the pixel shards, it takes, if you have 100,000 Dreamlight and it needs 1,000 Dreamlight, it's going to take most to all of your 100,000 Dreamlight. That is the glitch, and it happens with other resources. Like if it requires other things, it'll take all of that as well. So they did say if you have it in your inventory, to just place it on the ground in your house somewhere and don't craft with it right now.
Yeah. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Kay's stick figure is so realistic. It really is. Shout out to Bree.
Image.
Bree drew that for us. It really looks great. Let's see. I saw something up here that I did want to answer, and now I don't know what it was. So perfect.
Sorry, I probably cut you off right when you were about to say it.
No. I like read it, and then I was like, wait, that's a good
question.
And now it's gone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what it was. No idea.
What would be your next ideal DLC?
Oh, that's hard.
That's a big one.
100 Acre Wood, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I know you really would love Winnie. I didn't see Winnie the Pooh on here. What happened?
Winnie the Pooh was on the last one, so I don't know.
It was. I think for me, an underwater biome, I would be like so happy about.
Yeah.
I know it's not happening anytime soon, but yeah, Finding Nemo.
Yeah, no Finding Nemo on here either.
Yeah, there was no, but I feel like it's because it's going to be really hard to do an underwater biome. Like, that's going to be tough.
Oh, I know what it was. Oh, I just remembered. Someone was just replying to whether they finished their Star Path or not, and they said no, that it was only motifs left. And I will just say, to be the mom of the group, even if you don't want the motifs, go ahead and grind it out, do the whole Star Path, because at the end you get all those moonstones, and it's not worth losing the moonstones that you recoup just because you don't want the motifs.
Yeah, you got to earn back the moonstones.
Just get it.
If you're using moonstones to purchase the star path, and then you get a lot of moonstones back at the very end. So purchase everything just so you can get your moonstones at the end.
Yeah,
for sure. If you didn't know, it's back there. It's on like page 9 or whatever it is. But there are moonstones back there.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want that they didn't mention in the survey? There's so much.
Yeah, I feel like it's a loaded question. There is so much. I almost put the ability to jump on there.
It's so funny that you say that because literally every time Aiden plays a game that he can't jump, he was playing Pokemon the other day. He was like, why can't I jump? And
I don't know what it is, but I just want to be able to jump. I know that it literally serves no purpose and would do literally nothing, but just being able to jump. Yeah, I don't know. It's something about it that I really, really want.
It just feels like you're moving faster because you can just like jump, and then walk a little bit and jump. And I don't know.
Oh my God. I would love if the wings actually had an effect on your character besides just being on their back. Like if I would love to see more objects have a grander effect on your character. So for example, if I put on the wings on my back, maybe my feet float above the ground. Like you go into some kind of like hovering position, which we already know we can do because of our hoverboard type of thing. But like maybe your wings just flutter and you float around instead of running on your feet, or you could choose to float around versus running on your feet. Even if you have wings on, instead of gliding, you float and it's a faster float. Like I feel like something like that would be really, really cool. And I would love to see something like that. But like most of all, I think one of the biggest things is the search bar for furniture and searching for items. And then the camera mode. Those are like 2 huge ones for me.
It's interesting that in this survey, there wasn't really a ton of stuff, if anything, about decorating. And I feel like that's where a lot of my, not complaints, but like suggestions is like, I want more foliage. I want angled items. I want, there's just a lot of things that I want with the decorating. And I don't know if it's because that's a lot harder for them to code and do. I don't know if it's because they already have plans. I don't know if it's because they don't have plans to ever do that. Like, I almost wonder, like, is the decorating aspect not their focus?
I feel
like questing storyline is their focus, but it's just so interesting because like the premium shop and the Dream Snaps
is heavy
on decorating.
I think that it's almost an equal focus, but I would say that if they were putting more effort into something, it's going to be storyline related stuff. But we did see with this DLC, like those objects that we can craft now are literally insane.
Yeah.
Like
the DLC
they are
stuff.
like it's just so good. So I think that they could even do bundles strictly around foliage, which I would be totally down for. Like the bundles are set by a biome type. So like maybe you have a rainforest edition and it comes with all of these new trees and bushes and flowers, and you can have bundles like that. I think that would be a really cool idea to get a bunch of specialty items that you can use to like decorate your valley. So yeah.
Yeah. Kim asks, do you think that they'll change the old stuff to place like the new stuff where it places closer together? And I hope so.
They better. They need to revamp all of the objects to have that same ability to get closer. Like if they could just let us set, DDV would be an unmatched decorator if you could get things closer together and angle. Could you imagine if all of the objects were structured like the Eternity Owl objects and then you could angle things?
Give me everything like the beach grass that I can overlap.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I understand maybe like the furniture items I can't, but every foliage I should be able to overlap. I don't care if it's clipping. I don't care. Let me mess with it and
and
overlap
put it
it.
wherever I want. Yeah, I don't understand why there's not an alt mode where we can just drag with like holding down alt. In a lot of games, it's like alt where you drag it and it's just not on a grid. You can place it however close, wherever you want, and just place it down. I would love that.
Michelle Mom, thank you for the super chat. From the comments the
Thank
devs
you.
made, they did not expect this to be a decorating game when they were surprised about pathing borders.
I remember them mentioning something about being surprised about the borders. Like we were surprised. They said something along the lines of like we were surprised that we got so much feedback about the borders or something like that. And maybe they didn't, but that's where it's at now.
Yeah.
Whether DDV wants it to be or not, it is a decorating game.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they would have introduced Dream Snaps if they didn't know that.
Right. But like I've said before, I think that our community takes Dream Snaps a lot more seriously
True.
than everyone else and than how they intend it to be taken.
Yeah.
Like, I just wonder, whoever's running their Twitter account, like when they see us posting our Dream Snaps on Twitter, I just wonder what they're thinking. Are they like,
Yeah.
what are y'all doing?
That's a lot.
That you did too much, like, I don't know. It's interesting.
I feel like they've added so much decor related items that I can't imagine that they didn't. I mean, they allow us to completely edit our valleys. So maybe they really did mean for it to be a decorating type of game. I mean, even if you think back to the quests too, a lot of the quests are like decorate the Forgotten Lands with 20 things or whatever.
Right.
Like decorating is a core function of the game. So I don't know. Interesting to think.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. There's just so many things that I want. But I know that I'm not going to get everything that I want.
Right.
But like,
Right.
I don't know. It just could be so the potential
It's big.
that this game has is just so good. Like
I think that they really need to focus in between this time of while they have these free content updates coming out and also the next parts of the DLC. They really need to be focused on trying to release some quality of life updates with every single one of those free content updates. If you can just, for example, each update, the next one that comes out, maybe we get a search bar. And then the next update, maybe they have us able to filter through the options for trees instead of having to place multiple downs. Like there are all these little things that seem really small that really do impact the game in big ways. And if they could focus on some quality of life updates, I think it would be really, really helpful for the game, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, their number one priority right now needs to be the pixel shard thing, which we said last time. They got to fix it.
Yeah.
I truly believe, like I've seen people, obviously they're upset about it. I don't think they know how to fix it.
I don't think that I think that it turned out to be a much bigger issue than they expected, because I would imagine they would have a fix out by now for something as bad as this. So the fact that they don't means they're probably a little stumped on what's going on. But until they can rectify it, they should. I mean, I'd be considering not adding pixel shards back into the game until you're 120%. Yeah, there's just no way.
Because it's still happening.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, for people who are still unaware, like if you're not,
because they literally gifted it to us.
Oh God, yeah, they did. Is there a way for them? Do you think there's a way for them to just remove something completely from the game? Like even if you have a bunch of it, like they can just
I think so.
Delete it as a, like I would, if I was Gameloft, I'd be considering just deleting pixel shards like they never existed, so that people don't have this issue, and then reintroduce it later on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they don't know how to fix it. I think they don't know how to resolve the ones that have been impacted. And I think they could just do a patch and just like, because Animal Crossing has done patches where back when people were modding a lot and they had like modded in star fragment trees, and the next day they loaded into their game and they were like money trees or something, like it was just gone.
Wow.
So they could do something like that where it's just, it turns into something else. Like it's just all you log in and all your pixel shards are softwood or hardwood or whatever. Like,
yeah, like just make it into something, whatever you got to do. Because again, I just don't think there's a way to let it be known to everybody who needs to know. So just removing it is the best option right now.
Little Flower says they need to send mail in game saying not to use the pixel shards. Did they not? Or they just post on Twitter?
They just posted on Twitter, that's like that.
That's interesting. Thing. Yeah.
Like my first thing would be making sure that a mail went out to the mailbox. We posted on social media and then we removed or recoded whatever we got to do. But like, just so there is no chance of it happening or progressing any further with anybody. Because, you know, some people, especially kids and stuff, like they're not following you on Twitter. Yeah. They maybe, but yeah.
Yeah. They definitely need to either an in-game pop-up or a mail.
Put it at the least. As soon as you start your game, you get a pop-up that says, do this with your pixel shards or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Anything
Big
else?
episode.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Good survey.
Yeah, great survey. I'm loving the surveys. I hope they continue to do that forever.
Same.
To gauge, you know, the interests of the community.
Yeah, I agree. So fun. I just love seeing too, like, I don't know. I just get excited about the future of it. And y'all know how excited I was last time about just seeing the DLC, like, that there's going to be at least 5 more, like little ports.
Oh my gosh.
So just seeing all of the survey options, it's just like, oh gosh.
Robin says, are we ready for the next update? No. I am not even close. I am not even close to ready. I got to get some more things done.
I don't have a single, okay. Let's just talk about that. I don't have a single companion from the DLC. I don't have a single person, character, level 10. I haven't even friended Gaston. I haven't even started Gaston. I literally have nothing. But you know what I do have?
What's that?
A completed valley. Do you know what I do have?
That's right.
A completed star path.
That's right.
So
now you can focus.
So now I'm gonna now I can switch.
There you go. You know. So you know what I have?
What?
Some of the companions.
Okay.
Most of the characters unlocked. Some questing. But you know what I don't have?
What?
A completed valley.
Right.
The star path done.
We just have different focuses.
Yeah, you pick and choose.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. The monkeys like to eat banana splits. I do know that.
Yeah.
I fed one monkey once.
I also feed I don't even bother making banana splits. I feed the monkeys 3-star berry salads and they take them and love them. So there's that as well. Just as a hint.
Yep.
All
right.
But yes, by the way, guys, I know we didn't talk about this much, but if you're enjoying Valley Talk and want to support us, we do have Valley Talk merch, and a purchase from our site would support our podcast directly, and we appreciate it. We have some really cool designs. Highly recommend. I have my little mug today. I'm wearing the Valley Talk crew neck, and my camera's glitching, so good luck with.
I don't have anything today. I'm sorry.
Kato's repping.
I'm unprepared. I'm unprepared.
No, it's fine. But yeah, we really are proud of our merch. And if you guys love Valley Talk as much as we do, we invite you to take a look at the site.
Yes.
And thank you guys so much, everyone who's purchased, liked this stream or the podcast, and have hung out with us tonight. You guys are amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Kato's repping the salty dog.
I do have the salty dog. I have so many salty dog sweatshirts. I'm constantly wearing them. Oh gosh.
You look cozy. That's all that matters.
Yep. Okay. Well, I think that kind of wraps things up. Okay. If you want to tell everyone where they can find you on the internet.
You guys can find me right here on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Let's Play K, live stream almost every day of the week now. So feel free to join us on a live stream. It's more Let's Play content, all the cozy games. I also have tips and tricks on DDV over on my channel as well. So feel free to check some of those videos out. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, not really Instagram, and TikTok. So I'm over there as well if you guys want to check that out too. And thank you so much.
Yes. And you can obviously find me here on YouTube at Console Kato. I'm also on Twitter. And I recently made a Reddit.
Let's go, Reddit!
So go follow me over there or something. I don't know. I don't know how
Yeah.
Reddit works. So yeah, go do that. Okay. Thank y'all so much for being here for episode 10 of Valley Talk. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for putting up with us while we discussed very polarizing topics. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'm glad we're all friends now.
Yes.
That's great. And we'll
Yes.
see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.